What is good? I see we got some people in the chat. British Bulldog, Chopped and Skin, CLH Gaming. Appreciate y'all. Mama Chrislin. What's good? What's good? What's good? So tonight we got Stormie Leigh and Shamu the Panda. I'm pretty sure I said that right. So I I, I know him as Sham. I see it all over Instagram. I see him on YouTube. A lot of I think he's got a tag in some of the songs, beat tag if I'm correct, but we'll find out tonight. Um yeah. So without further ado, I got something to run in with, and we got Stormie Leigh. So here we go. What's good?
Ah, what up?
How are you?
What's
Good.
up?
I'm good.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, chickens, ducks, everything else in between.
I ain't gonna lie, I got nervous about that first word. I was about to be like, oh no, is it gonna play?
Yeah, no, I was
Get
quick.
my eyes off the rip.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Start over, redo.
Man, it's crazy. They're talking about taking the whole channel. They ain't even talking about demonetizing. They're talking about gone.
Oh,
See ya.
Oh, man.
oh shit.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Yeah, it's
I'm
crazy.
Oh, no, hell no.
Yeah.
I know done it.
Well,
So what you
how's
been up to? Music wise, what's been going on?
not much, not much. We just ended 2022 with a bang. It was my best year yet. Sham, how do you feel about 2022?
I think he said music wise, right? Like,
Music wise?
Yeah.
It's been a lot. Hell.
Sham be working on his own shit too. Sham got a lot of other shit going on too.
Me and her basically got like I don't know, like release wise, I don't want to give too much about how we're gonna release all the singles and everything. Right. We got me and her got like a little EP that we've been working on called Toxic Pete, which we're just doing ignorant type stuff on it. But besides that, there's a whole album that's almost done. I got a project coming out with Sun Sacred. Me and TJ got one. TJ Freak got one coming out for Wonder Twins, and I mean I've been making beats for shit everybody. So I got a shitload coming out with we've been long enough. I can say bad words, right? Yeah,
you're good.
I don't know.
No, you're good, man. Hey, to be honest with you, I ain't really worried about it too much. I just got to pay attention to it, know what's going on. Hey, and to be real with you, there's other platforms, so I'm really not too worried about it.
About the F-bomb. I'm gonna say the F-bomb.
Yeah, try to stay away from the F1.
And then I know it's that's just my I don't know, just it goes to it. But anyways, no, so I was talking to Sham the other day. My last album I released was Into the Storm. No, the Storm. What was it, 2019? Or 2020?
I feel like it was early 20. Yeah, it was like top of 20.
I think it was 2020, something like that. I don't know. Or 2021. No, it was 2021.
Was it one?
Yeah. Because it was like, all right, so I put out my first EP in 2015. 3 years later, I took a year off, 2019, because the whole reason I got into music, I dated this dude for 6 years and he broke 2 of my ribs. And I had like this whole epiphany moment, like, like, what do you really want to fucking do with yourself? So he ended up passing away. Like now it's been like, oh gosh, 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago. But when he died, it kind of fucked me up. It's just a real fucked up situation. And so I took a year off from music, and then that's when I come out with Into the Storm. And then 2021, I released Eye of the Storm. Anyways, it's about to be 2023, and the years are about right. It's odd numbers. It's about time for an album, and I got a bunch of unreleased music. So,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
So you haven't been. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that about you. That's why I think these interviews are important, because that's inspiring. So you took music, you took a traumatic event that is going to affect you for the rest of your life, I'm sure, in some way, positive, negative.
Yeah, if I can find my purse, I carry him with me. He goes everywhere I go. I carry some of his ashes with me. It's I don't know. It's we were together for 6 years.
I
You
feel
know,
like
you
you
can
showed
call
me
it
that
like,
before, but
yeah. If I can,
you ain't got to pull them out. That's fine. You
I will pull them out for you guys.
Pull,
But
Yeah, I get that. I had an ex-girlfriend. Her ashes are right there. Her mom gave me a keepsake urn from it.
oh,
I feel that. Yeah.
man,
She committed suicide, and you took music and you took that energy and you.
I let-
Yeah, that's
I let the
dope.
you ain't got to come with me. Go lay
it
down where
freaks
you
you
at.
out.
dog. I don't
No,
look.
so,
it ain't for me.
yeah, you know, you can call it like high school sweetheart shit, whatever. Cause I always liked music, you know, growing up. I was in band in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I played the trumpet, and in 8th grade, they let me be in the marching band in high school because I was second chair. And then I ended up getting homeschooled through high school, and that was a whole, you know, big issue, whatever the fuck. But I met, his name was Russell, and I met him when I was 16, like the day before I turned 16, and we were together for 6 years total, and it was really toxic. You know, I kind of mentioned earlier whenever we were talking, he you know, we all come from different backgrounds, and you know, we were talking about, you know, like what we thought, like what country rap was, and you know, and the way it touches people, and you know, like trap music and shit, and drugs are everywhere. And he come from a really bad background. You know, his parents did drugs. He lived across from, you know, projects and shit in Chillersburg, and it was a bad situation. And I put myself in it as a kid because I loved him, but it was toxic as fuck. I told myself right before my 21st birthday that if I didn't have a good 21st birthday, that you know, it was time to move on. You know, maybe we could come back to it, but it was time to move on. And I went to college. I got my associate's degree. I moved to Birmingham to get my bachelor's degree. At the time, I was a double major in accounting and financial investments.
I've been
That's
told
what's
you.
up.
And yeah, I can do tax check.
So you're good with money. You're like, all right, I can handle money, and you understand how to take money and make
yeah,
more
I
of
do.
it.
I ended up so I dropped the financial investment side, but I do have a 4-year. I have a bachelor's in accounting, and yeah, I
Yo,
don't.
does Vic from the Country Rap Report know anything like this about you?
I don't know. I know.
Oh, he would be going crazy. Have you ever heard the Backwoods Barbie story?
Do what?
Have you ever heard about the Backwoods Barbie story?
Like my story? Has he heard about my story?
No, have you ever heard about his Backwood Barbie story?
Are you talking about like how he was gonna make the dolls and whatnot?
No, how he said that he was giving you away some game and some investment opportunity, and he explained this, and I'm like, yo, that's brilliant.
Yeah, about the dolls. Yeah,
That's brilliant. That is brilliant. He said, get a bunch of them and draw some, get to design some skirts for them, some shirts, get them your merch on there. Yeah, that's smart.
It was Backwoods Betty or something is what we changed it to. You know, because
Becky
Mattel's
and-
got
Yeah, because there's already one. Yeah.
But yeah,
I thought
no.
we called it Backwoods Barber.
Because he hit me up like when Colin Park did that little whatever remix shit. I think it's like with Hard Target and them. He hit me up to put something on it, but I wasn't at the studio I still had like another week or whatever. I was back in Alabama, and so shit just it didn't work out or whatever. And we were talking about it then. That was right around then. He got me a lot of ideas with it.
Hey, you got to get a Betty Boop.
Too, and there's loopholes.
You gotta get a Betty Boop outfit and do one of the. I don't remember what Betty Boop looks like, but I envision when you said that. Would you say Backwoods Betty?
Her size with my size head. That's what Betty Boop looked like. She literally hell with a head about this goddamn pit.
Oh, I see. Then I guess. Well, I just heard Backwoods Betty, and I thought, oh man, that would be cool, like a country Betty Boop video, stomping around through the mud.
She a bad Betty.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, that's funny. Because like when I hear stuff like that to me that could be a song title. That's a good name. That's a catchy name, to be honest with you.
Bad Betty or Backwoods Betty? I know
Backwoods Betty, or Bad Betty, either one. But
say Bad Betty's already a song.
Yeah,
I feel like Bad Betty. Yeah, I feel like Bad Betty was already taken, but that Backwoods Betty, I feel like that's different.
Yeah, the homie Franklin Embry and
I made the beat for Bad Betty.
Yeah, Shan made the beat for the Bad Betty song.
You can even do Backwoods Becky, but then that would be different because that could be bad.
Maybe it was Becky.
It was either Becky or maybe
it was a B.
Hey, Backwoods Becky would not be a good one because
it was Barbara. It was Barbara.
Yeah.
My dad texts his name. It was Barbara.
You do Backwoods Becky, and
It was
somebody
Backwoods
listens to Plies.
That
Yeah,
was it.
you,
Backwoods Barbara.
there you go.
I'm sorry. I just had a fucking seizure with that
Backwoods Barb.
shit.
Oh, Backwoods Barb. We got Backwoods Barb. Hey, I like Backwoods Betty.
Backwoods Betty.
We're
And
gonna,
that would support the homie too. So.
we'll put the song in the background for the commercial.
It's like a Southern thing. You still keep the Southern thing going because I'm pretty sure Betty is like, you see the Betty's on the porch. Betty over there.
I don't know
too many Yankees named Betty. No.
Where's
Hey, Betty.
Betty?
Yeah. Lemonade, Betty.
Make sure it's cold this time, bitch.
Yeah, for real. Oh, man, that's
Oh,
great.
God.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, though. Country rap, when you look at country rap, you could look at food influences. You could look at a lot of different things, man. That's why,
I like to cook. I'm starting a cooking series. So I was going to start at the end of the year, but I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm going to wait till the beginning of the year.
Yep.
And I do everything a little bit different. A lot of people have already, like, they prep for the beginning of the year and their, shit starts on the 1st and blah, blah. I do shit, kind of the way that I do it. And so I got this cooking show that's about to come out. It's Only Pans with Stormie Leigh. And we're going to be cooking with my clothes
there you go.
Obviously. But we're going to be fucking cooking. And I've already got like up on my TikTok. And they're on my Facebook and shit too. But it's not, I want to get like a table set up in front of me. And have, like the camera in front of me and shit. That way you can see me. And it's not just like the camera down, pointing down, and you can see my hands and hear me talking shit.
Oh, you gotta have an intro for that, right? You're putting a song in the intro. You got a song ready for that intro. I could vision that. See, I like that. That shows that you understand what needs to happen to build to the music. Like people don't get that just because you're an artist doesn't mean that you can't do other things. People think you know who JJ Hughes is?
I've heard the name.
Okay, so JJ does reactions now. And there was somebody in a chat. I did a reaction to a JJ song, and this lady's like, yo, why is this guy trying to do other things? Actually, I was live with him. I take that back. I was live with him, and this lady was like, why is he trying to do other things? Why ain't he focused on just his music? I'm like, because it's not all he does. You're allowed to have a life outside of music.
You never put all your eggs in one basket.
No, never. And
a normal 9 to 5, outside of creators and shit, a normal 9 to 5, you're never going to work at the same place for your whole life.
Bro, teach us
like the fuck.
Damn, like my twin, he was a plumber for I don't know how goddamn long before he finally stopped and started doing this full time. And when he was doing it full time, he wasn't even doing it as an artist. He started mixing and shit. So like he had to find like another avenue within music to do it. Like I don't just get on hooks and make beats and shit. I'll mix vocals and shit, edit videos when I got to.
I was about to say, I particularly started editing music videos too since so I edited the BBL video.
And I didn't want to edit it.
Yeah, well, so Sham's been editing my videos since I had Re-Up and Pacific filming them for a little while back in 2019 and 2020. And then Sham and Rap and them, all of us here at Drum Dummy Studios started doing it, in-house. And then I'm sitting here like, because, I have ideas of how I want shit to look and how I want, certain angles and shit like that. So I'm already telling them how I want them to film me. And then, like I said, Sham I think the last video he edited for me was the Christmas video.
Oh, was it Christmas?
It was a Christmas video. That come after Queen in the South.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the Christmas video. And that was actually, that wasn't this past Christmas. We first released that Christmas 2021.
Yeah.
But that was the last video Sham edited for me. He looked at it, he was like, dog, I don't want to fucking edit another video.
I got a question. I got a question about that before we move on from that. The editing part. So my question is this. I like to do my homework a little bit and try to figure it out for myself before I ask anybody. And I think shooting music videos would be pretty cool. Just even start doing somebody small and just get the idea of it. So in my head, how you would do that to get multiple shots for multiple scenes. If I needed 4 outfits or 4 scenes in my music video, I would shoot every scene in one take with whatever song, rap the whole song, doing whatever you want. And then I would take those 4 and I would chop them into where they go. Right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's exactly what you do.
I mean, for the most part, there's a lot of more like little intricate things you can do.
Yeah.
Depending on if you want some
transitions, you can get up in there and have them do a couple.
Editing, I go in there and like you said, I'll have my whole set. I'll have my different outfits and shit. I'll film, maybe 2 or 3 different takes for the whole, the whole thing in that outfit. I'll put on a different outfit. I'll film 2 to 3 different takes. But before I change my outfits, I think, hey, do I need any B-roll in this? You know, what type of scenes do I need outside of the actual performance scenes? And then I'll line everything up. I'll go ahead and line all of the performance scenes with the audio, make sure all the audio and shit lines up. Take out, you know, all the audio that I don't need, because ultimately you have your vision of whatever you want your video to be anyways. And so I'll just, like you said, you chop everything up. I'll go ahead, I'll wait for B-roll last. I'll do the whole video like it's finished with no B-roll. And then I'll pick and choose, like, because maybe I've already had ideas of where I wanted it, but then in the process of how I'm laying out the video, that B-roll might not have worked out, or I may have thought of, you know, something that I thought was cooler. And so then I'll go and I'll add B-roll, and then I'll go in and I will color correct everything from there.
That's
like,
cool. You go all the way through and comb and find shadows and lights.
That's why I hate it.
I'm tedious as fuck with it. Like, when I did,
But I notice a lot of your videos, and I think it's important for our
do that.
You do a lot of like, I know there's one where you're at a concert that you're doing a show that you shot a video. I think it's important. I didn't know how important this was until I was actually in a video. So as a fan watching the video, you're like, oh, that was cool. They were walking around a field. Woohoo. You know what I mean? You're really appreciating the song. But after being in one as a fan and being able to be like, yo, I remember that day. That was dope. I remember being out there smoking a bowl in the parking lot. I remember, you know what I mean? Like I remember filling up the buckets with Seth Anthony and stepping through the puddles and stepping on. I remember literally the whole process, talking to different people.
Process, like, people don't realize there's work that goes into everything,
but it's fun. That part of it, I feel like, it's fun.
Yeah, and that's why you do what you love, even because some people might not like it. You know, it might not be fun to them.
Unless it's like, you know, for the Sink or Swim video, and you're like Sham, and you got to carry around this fucking camera that weighs about, you know, with all the added hard drives and shit on it. That's about, like, I don't know, 35, 40 pounds. With a book bag on, and it's got damn like fish hook thing over the top, and you got the camera holding right here, and you got to step out in a pond about knee deep.
And Ralph's holding them, like, you know, like, don't go in, dog, don't go in.
Hope like fuck you don't trip or fall, because you've got like so much equipment in front of you that costs more than any insurance claim you got on yourself to pay for.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking nervous as shit holding this son of a bitch.
Yo, I didn't realize that Breadwin's the one that shot the video, and shout out to Breadwin, but he was standing there and I'm like, yo, how much does that camera cost? He's like, you don't want to know. I'm like, what? He's like, the stand, the thing he had in his hand, the thing you were talking about, I think that was a couple $1,000s right there just for the thing he was holding.
Yeah, I can't remember if he had a Ronin or if it was the but
hell, Breadwin filmed I got a song with Big Poe. It's called Drinking Makes It Easy. We got a couple of them. Drinking Makes It Easy was first. We filmed a video to it. Breadwin did it. Yeah, I was down there for Catfish. Cause we got a song. So Drinking Makes It Easy was first, and then Goodbye was like the sequel, you know, like that we wrote to it or whatever. And we were initially filming a video to it, but then we thought, you know, or he thought it'd been cooler to film Catfish, which was with TJ and Sham and them. And it was because TJ turned a fucking catfish into a microphone. And
we were supposed to be sitting by, like, that part of the video, we were sitting on the side of the pond, and then, like, we didn't know that Tay's legs were sitting, TJ, his legs were sitting, like, right in a fire ant bed. So, like, when Breadwin had the camera behind him, I was wondering why he jumped up. But he turned around. Like, we had this little catfish in our hand. Like, the pond we was in didn't have the big catfish, so we couldn't, like, look cool. Like, we got a big ass, like, you know, outdoor channel catfish.
Right.
We had babies. So Tay turned around and grabbed the catfish, and now he's looking at the fucking camera with a catfish in his hand, using it like.
Are you talking about Catfish Schoolie?
No,
the song's called Catfish. It's TJ Freak, Shamu. It's called Catfish.
I was gonna say I could do the catfish call. I was gonna say, no way you're talking about Catfish Schoolie. I could do the.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Hey, my box could make that noise, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that, man. That dude's so inspiring that he didn't care about what anybody thought about him, and here he is rapping. See, those are the ones, the underdogs. I love the underdogs. That's why all the females in country rap I support.
Right, like there shouldn't be. We should all support each other. We all.
You should. I agree. There's a reactor that I watched. She was talking about it today. She was like, I wish there was so much more love in this genre, and she was talking about. You know,
she is not the only one. I have been doing this shit for anyone who don't fucking know me. I decided to do music in 2013. I released my first EP in 2015. I've wanted to be independent from the get-go, and it has been the most brutal fucking. I did not realize when I started, like, motherfuckers would tell me, like, it's gonna be fucking tough. It's gonna be fucking tough. It's gonna be a challenge. You're gonna go through shit. You're gonna quit. You're gonna hate yourself, and you're gonna fucking love yourself, and like, it's a roller coaster. And there's just so much. I don't know if it's just country rap or because I know the music industry in general is shady as fuck. Everyone's ego's getting everybody's fucking way, and everyone has to be fucking right.
I don't think I think, to be honest with you, okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I think that there's a lot more love than's noticed because I pick it up every now and then. Like I just actually thought of an artist right now that we're sitting here talking. I thought of something that you said. Breadwin shot your video, but people don't know this, but Breadwin's a rapper himself. So what we talking about earlier. Yeah, so there's more love, but what the problem I think really honestly is, it comes down to the fans that one support the genre, but they don't let anybody. They're closet supporters. I feel like country rap holds a lot of closet supporters that say I'm country rap, but at the end of the day, when somebody asks them what they listen to, they start Morgan Wallen, Jelly Roll. You know what I mean? They tip into it. They don't really say, "Hey, I'm down with Coca." You know, Stormie Leigh, Jesse B, Ski Mask, Cowboy. They're not okay with saying that.
Yeah, but I mean that goes with what happens with the masses though. Like that's just that because
a mass was created. That was created though. A mass was created. Like there's still low end rappers that are not, nobody knows who they are because there's a top and a bottom. What we have to do as fans is create more tops. That's the issue. So if you got mainstream, they got 15 guys, 16 guys, 15 girls of the top. They got people that are left and right. That's how they create a radio station. You got country rap and you got 3 people up here that are only praised. How can you ever build a genre? I mean, it's growing, don't get me wrong, but you want to grow that thing, you gotta build some leaders, I guess you could say.
That's so goddamn immature.
Why are you so? What you laughing about over there, Sham?
He was making a bunch of sense. For some fucking reason, maybe I got a little drunk. I don't know.
But producers, bro, that's why I wanted you to be a part of this, Sham. That's why I wanted you to be a part of this, though.
All I'm fucking hearing is just like my brain was straight middle school gutter, dog. It was.
You're good, dog.
No, I'm fucking weak.
He made so much sense, and I swear to God, that's on me, dog.
No, you're good, homie. Hey, it is what it is, man. We're all human, and it's comedy. It's you. It is what it is, bro. Don't be ashamed. But for real, that's why I told Stormie, I said I really want Sham to be a part of this because as a producer, look, I'll be real with you, bro. If I'm making something and something's my craft and I'm confident in what I'm doing, I'll use YouTube for an example. When I make a YouTube video, I got to be confident in what I'm giving somebody else to chop up and fix. And I got to know that you ain't about like you got to be with it to be able to give me the product that I want. And I feel like I give Stormie a lot of support for bringing you with her. And I give you a lot of respect for coming up and talking about what you're doing, because a lot of people think, hey, I can't give my game up. I can't tell them what I'm mixing on.
Yes, you can. It took me. If people knew how many fucking years it took me to work towards it, do your own research until you find and work by yourself until you.
No, I mean in general, like they'll find something. You know what I mean? Everybody. That's what my point is. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, but it's an excuse not to get out and do it yourself. This stuff is easy. This should be the motivation to a lot of artists to be like, look, I'm going live, because people just open YouTube and hit who's going live. Oh, there's an artist. Let me listen to this dude. Oh, he's pretty good. Oh, boom, boom. Next thing you know, there's a fan. And you do that on multiple platforms, you got lots of new fans all the time.
Well, and even like with when I first started, so in 2017, 2018, I had a 10x20 shed that I built a little fucking 4x4 booth in that I was recording myself in, doing my shit. And, just trying to fucking figure shit out. And I met Sham. Well, first I met TJ 2019. And then I met Sham summer 2019. And I met Sham January of 2020.
Like right before the fucking world shut down.
Yeah, the world shut down the Tuesday after Friday the 13th. I remember that.
Yeah, that was I think we did the show.
Because our last show was Friday the 13th in
we did the show at
Prattville,
Legends
Alabama.
before. Then we recorded. Well, TJ had to record.
Right before I did Dirty South.
Dirty South.
I recorded Dirty South that Sunday.
And then we did.
And
Prattville.
9 days later, the world shut down.
Well, we did Prattville that day before. Like, it was, I know we
that
did.
Friday.
Yeah.
4 days.
Man, that was crazy.
And they shut down on the 17th. I remember it.
That's
it was wild.
Story. I got to tell everybody later.
Because my homegirl Badisha, so I got this song called Brownie Birthday Cake. And okay, time the fuck out. Whoa.
Go ahead, but
I did not even fucking realize. So Toxic Pete come along. We'll talk about Toxic Pete in a little while. So Toxic Pete come about. I created Brownie Birthday Cake. That is BBC. And then I created BBL. Babbage language. But I knew that, the BBL, like, because in the song, I was like, like, what are we going to call this? And we're like, shit, BBL, Babbage language. And then, Baptized by Wolves, I didn't think about it. It's BBW. And it's fucking, I got BBC, BBL, BBW. I lost my shit the other week whenever I fucking figured this out.
You're pretty smart to put that Baptized by Wolves out. Didn't you put it right around Halloween? I think it was the day after.
I dropped it on Halloween. Yeah, I dropped the video and the song and everything on Halloween.
Very smart.
No, I lied. I dropped the song on Halloween. I think I dropped the video a couple weeks later.
I give you respect for, like, you're smart for putting your Christmas song out around Christmas. You're putting your Halloween, technically Wolves Halloween. You can associate it with Vic.
All that shit.
Vic from the Country Rap Report talked a lot about ways to get the music out, and I feel like you were already listening to it because I think I seen prior videos and just things you did on, I think it was Instagram or maybe it was TikTok. I don't know.
I've been doing because like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, and in my head, when I decided in 2013, hey, I want to pursue a music career, in my head, I was already a musical artist. But it wasn't until April, right before I turned 31 last year, because I always told myself, by the time I'm 30, if I'm not making a full-time living off music, then I'm just, I'm going to use my accounting degree for my fallback. And then I'm sitting here, I'm like, wait, bitch, you don't fucking give up. What the fuck are you doing? So right before I turned 31, while I was 30, I quit my job. I retired from the restaurant industry of 13 years. I worked between Hooters, Tilt-A-Kilt, and Twin Peaks. Hey, I'm proud. It taught me a lot of shit. Because you're ultimately, you're a pretty girl up on stage and everyone's staring at you. And even though it's sexualized and shit, it teaches you how to carry yourself in certain situations. I didn't realize how I was preparing myself. Anyways.
No, that's good. That's important. No, don't anyways that, because that interests me. At the same time, like, artists, if you don't let other people know those type of reasonings behind your music, like I said, your music suffers. So these girls that are out here going through the same things that you're going through, maybe they're not really even going through anything. They're just living their life, working at Hooters, Wing House, wherever. They have a relationship that abruptly went to however it ended. It doesn't have to be the same situation. And they're like, yo, I could rap, man. Stormie did it. Let me rap. And that's what growth. That's the longevity of female artists in country rap.
I don't know, because that's the way I look. Like, the night I decided to do music, I don't want to say the artist, because the thought process in my head, like, I grew up listening to this artist. I remember being like 13 years old, telling myself, bitch, you gonna smoke a blunt with him one day. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And now I ended up, like, I've opened for him before. I have smoked blunts with him. But my initial deciding factor was seeing this person, and I personally thought that I could do better.
Right.
And that's not necessarily, and I only say do better because they showed up late, and it just, granted, they were going through some shit, a breakup or something like that, whatever, so I don't think they were there mentally, but you could tell, and performance-wise, and that was the thought in my head. I was like, I knew what they got paid for it, and I thought to myself, I can do something like this, but I can do it better and get paid more.
Let's be real. You always got to push yourself like that with anything you do in life. If I'm doing YouTube, I'm pushing myself to the next person that I can, every time. Once I get to that one, I'm gonna push to the next one. I'm always gonna keep pushing myself to grow and to, in my eyes, have some sort of gain.
Yeah, and that's why we're a good team here at Drum Dummy, because we will talk shit to each other. If we don't like something, we don't fucking like it. But that don't mean anyone gets mad about it, because one person can like it and the other motherfucker can't. In this same fucking, little fucking trailer we got over here.
She knows how fucking quick, like, whenever we recording some shit, like it got to a point, like, before I'd tell her, like, I would tell her, like, hey, that take ain't no good, run it back, try. It's done got to a point where she's like the same way TJ Freak is, like, if he's recording with me and he does bad, I got like a space control Z enter. Like I ain't saying shit. I'll stop. Like she'll sing and I'll stop in the middle of that bitch, hit control Z enter, and then just hit space again, start her back from the top. She already know what the fucking deal is.
Hey, when I do my next, so I did one of them already and it's over, but I got a second one out. I did 16 bar challenges. I put out Captain Kurt React 16 bar challenge. And next time I want to get a beat from you. The first beat I got was from Dub 3030. Guala P won that one. The second one is JJ Hughes. That one's open now till March. And then the third one I want to get from you.
I might have to go on and try and get on. Like, I've been trying to, people been posting all these open verse challenges, and I posted a couple myself.
The Jelly Roll one, right? Didn't you do the Jelly Roll one?
Oh, well, yeah, no, I did it. Yeah, so I did the Jelly Roll one. I did the Dax one, the Dear Alcohol one, which that's before I learned how to properly do the fucking duets. But like I've also, like, with my songs I've done, I did an open verse challenge with the I Ain't Sober song. I released that video in December, the beginning of December. And then I did the open verse challenge with my song Hopeless, which Hopeless is an older song, but like I feel like as an artist and a creator, you want to constantly put stuff out there. So,
you have to. Like I would go as far as saying, like, nowadays the longevity of a song. See, this is what's weird to me. So if you have a YouTube channel, you got videos and you got lives. If you're an artist, me as an artist, if I was an artist coming into this brand new, I would post every one of my songs under my videos. Obviously, that's where they go. I would never post anything, maybe promos for it over there, or I'd use a short. I would go live all the time. I would go live if I was an artist, I'd call it Captain Kurt Reacts Wednesdays. Captain's Cartel Wednesday.
All the time over the summer, which it slowed down just because I've gotten more busy, and
No, I'm talking as long as getting in your car, putting it in your phone holder, and turning it on, and just driving to wherever you're busy to do. Nowadays, people want to know. Like, people are nosy, and
I did buy a little thing for my car. Did you see it?
Yeah, no, that should I actually message.
And there's people that just want to watch somebody drive down the road just to be nosy about what they're doing. And then next thing you know, you turn your radio on and you put it on your song and you just hit play and you say, ooh, you did, you know what I'm saying? And that's, to me, the best advertisement and the free advertisement. And it's very underutilized.
Well, yeah. And I think, like, cause it goes back to with the going lives, like, trying to create content and shit. Like the Dax, the Dear Alcohol thing. Like, I still drink now, but we all have our vices and we all deal with shit. Some people, when they deal with addiction, like when I got my ribs broken right before I turned 22, I was on pain pills. I was on Roxy's.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a lot of shit in my past, and now I don't even really like to take Advil. I can't. Alcohol, for me personally, I have had, issues to where I feel like I didn't realize, too much was too much. But that also, some people can control it, some people can't. And I just feel like, everybody's different. And so that's where you create shit that's related to you. Right. And so I did that. And like, what's crazy is Jelly Roll is Jelly Roll is the first artist I ever opened up for. And he had songs and an album with the dude that I initially, decided that I wanted to do music with. And so I feel like as long as you're an artist and you stay true to yourself and what's related to you and your journey alone, because, your experiences are your experiences, then it's relatable.
Right.
Somebody will find a relation in that shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like with TJ when iPhone 5 and shit,
I'll say this. You definitely earned my respect, and I'll tell you why. I went through a pretty similar experience, but I had my vices with a few different things. Pills were one of them. And it was bad. Like, I got 3 DUIs. I was in and out of jail. I spent a lot of time behind bars, and I never thought, well, I did before all the nonsense went on. I had obviously goals and dreams, but those got clouded by what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember long days. Like now I weld things that I used to look through at some points. Like I built bar gates. I built, you know what I mean? So you're right. You're absolutely correct. That's what created the artist you are today. Without those things, Stormie Leigh wouldn't be Stormie Leigh. You would be somebody completely different with a completely different story, with a completely different cadence, with a completely different, you wouldn't be the same person. So those things to me, as to know of artists, to see in an artist, that's important. If you don't have that, if I don't know about that, to be real with you, I don't really listen to your music. I don't have an interest in it. I don't believe in it.
And that's why I don't really make, like, I didn't realize, like, and I don't want to label myself as like a country rap artist because I like all music. I don't even really listen. I can take like a 5-hour drive in silence because
But that's country rap. That's country rap though. To me, that's the break in what
dude, I wanted to call it soulful rapping when I started. How stupid does that sound? Oh,
that's silly, but it makes sense. Look at bluegrass. I mean, just really look back over the time of all the different transition of music. So if you're saying country and you're saying rap, that without combining them, you're actually just saying, look, I might do some country things. I might rap. I might put them together. I might go rock out for a little bit and put some guitars and some rapping in the thing if I want to. I mean, that's okay. That to me, that's country rap. When you're looking for that type of music, you go to country rap. If I'm looking for people talking about rap, I'm listening to rap. If I want to listen to country, I'm listening to country. If I want to jam them both together and listen to a dope beat with some real life music, I listen to country rap. I mean,
I know I've got beats like Brownie Birthday Cake being one in particular. It's not a country rap beat.
I don't think any of the types of beats you can do with country.
Oh yeah, like, but it's, my story is my story, and where I come from is where I come from.
But I don't know. Looking at it from the outsider looking in, the only way I know of you is because of country rap.
Yeah.
And your beat might not be country rap per se, but your cadence and your songwriting is definitely. So it floods out your beat, which makes it even more so country rap. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you could get on a trap beat. I've heard plenty of people jump on a trap beat, and they're rapping like a trap rap. That you get on it, you're gonna country rap on that thing, and you're gonna put your stamp, and that makes it good music.
No, I Ain't Shit is a perfect example of that. All right, so I Ain't Shit is written to a T Grizzly type beat. Right. Even though that is not the beat that I sent Sham. I texted Sham, I was like, dude, like, I really fucks with this.
Can you send me a beat like this? And when I clicked on that fucking link, it sent me to a T Grizzly type beat. Apparently, that was not the fucking beat she sent.
It was not at all. And I knew it sounded different, but also I thought, it was supposed to sound that different because, like, I don't want to copy anyone's shit, but I just, I like the tempo, I like the vibe type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to bite another producer, but I think the beat was sold when she sent it to me. Like, both of them were actually fucking sold, surprisingly. Right. The shit she sent to me as like a reference for like what kind of beat she wanted. Yeah. I didn't get the one she sent. Apple fucked up somewhere and sent me completely
different. Yeah, it sent him a whole like. If you look at it, all right, so if you look at it, it says something completely different. Oh, shit. But if you click on it, all right, well, take that back. If you look at it, it says what I sent him. If you click on it, it says something completely fucking different.
Yeah, that's confusing.
Yeah, it's
that's where I would get. I've thought about like
kind of beat than what I made for it, basically.
Yeah, but my point is, it's to a T Grizzly, type beat, and that's fucking, like that's a hardcore fucking trap type shit. Right. But I did, my experience, like my personal experience with that song. Like I got into a fight with my cousin. Like my cousin is a guy, and he can't just punch me in my face because all the other guys in my family is gonna fucking beat his ass. And so he tries to get his little girlfriend to beat my ass, and it did not end up that way. She kneed me in the head, but she ended up in a chokehold stretched out across the curb, and I was just mad as fuck, And so I've learned over the years, just because of the experiences and the type of shit I've been through, the best way to release any type of emotions, whether it be anger, good shit, happy feelings and shit too, put it in my music.
Right.
And that's what I did with I Ain't Shit. And I wrote Lord Forgive Me, I Ain't Shit. And let me tell you, boy, I didn't realize how much it meant to me because when I say I ain't shit,
You just sold a bunch of t-shirts off that shit.
I have made anyways. So when I say I ain't shit, I'm not shit, but you ain't shit either. If you cut both our arms, we're bleeding. We're all gonna die one day.
Right.
No, like there's no room for fucking hate by any means. Like even the way that little situation happened that night, like with that fight, and you can choose how you want to act and react. And they saw me. I said, "Hey," and all shit broke loose.
And she chose them hands. That is what she came in. She could
eventually, like at first it didn't, you know, like there was a lot of fucking shit talk and shit, you know, like I just sat there at the fucking bar, like you
could have gotten dapped instead. You got bopped, bitch. Like it could have been like knuckle bump, but no, the knuckles went.
No, like
that's what happened.
We could have talked about it, you know, like.
Well, you know what's crazy is yeah, but see, so you got that energy though. I believe that you already. It's crazy. What influenced that energy? Was it that
I swung first? No, don't get it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I know that. That's what I believe. I read Sham.
No, he told his girlfriend to get ready. She's taking off her wristbands and putting her hair up.
I read Sham. He said, "Let her tell you."
And he took a full drink and fucking smashed it in my face. And I stood there. And the dude that I was talking to at the time, bitch ass, was standing behind me, and he saw it. Like, and if he didn't see it, you even more of a bitch. Right. And nobody did any. I stood there. Nobody did shit. I stood there for a second and I said, I ain't no fucking bitch. And I took 3 steps and I swung. And when I did, that bitch fucking grabbed me by the back of the hair and fucking kneed me in the head. And that's the only time that bitch fucking got me. Because I took her to the ground and we fucking, it was over before it was over. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the point is, I took that bitch to the ground and I put that bitch in a chokehold, and I remember stretching that hoe across the fucking curb out there in front of the bar. Like, it didn't have to go down like that. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, so that's the energy.
My ribs getting and everything, dude.
There's where what was it? What's the song BBB or whatever, BBL?
BBE. Babbage language.
Yeah. There you go. Where does the energy from your music come from? So you started in what you said 2016 was your first EP?
2015.
2015. So prior to that,
instrumentality. I thought that I made that word up, and I did not.
Well, you don't have. I gotta go back. Is that on YouTube?
It is. Yeah, it's 5 songs. Thoughts on there was my very first song that I ever wrote. It's actually about the relationship. About me and the dude that broke my ribs or whatever. And it was my first song and my first video. And that's when I realized that video made me realize the importance of how videos are supposed to look, because I looked great, but I was contrasting with a yellow ass fucking bed sheets and shit that didn't match my red, my blue. And it was horrible. So I learned a lot.
Yeah, but that I haven't ever heard an influence in your sound. So some artists are real easy to pick out, like who they're influenced by in their music. Not easy, I shouldn't say, but it's easy to maybe identify something that you might think they're influenced by. You're pretty hard to. I couldn't be like, oh, she probably listened to. So what was the influence coming into this?
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody know I know lyrics to songs. I can sing fucking songs, but I don't know who the fuck sang them or what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Or what fucking decade they're from. I like music. If I hear something and I like it and I vibe with it, you know, I vibe with it. But I do know, like, so Baptized by Wolves, I incorporated several songs that I grew up listening to. Who did I reference? Afro Man, Def Leppard, Queen, and what was it, the Black Crows? But they ultimately covered an Otis Redding song.
That was
Otis Redding, wasn't it? Yeah, they covered Otis Redding. And I also like
the doctor,
I forgot how it goes, but talking about I'll be your Dixie chicken if you'll be my Tennessee lamb. Like, and it's an old ass fucking dumbass country song, but it is catchy and it's good.
I'm kind of mad I ain't heard that one yet. I got to know what
the fuck this is. I wish I went on my phone. I think it's called Dixie Chicken. But it's my dad would know because that's how I know it. But
That's great.
But I grew up. I mean, so I remember. Let's see. I remember one time I was singing to Reba McEntire, and my mom and my stepdad were trying to sell the trailer that I grew up in down in the trailer hood in Spring Creek, down in Shelby on the lake, and I was singing Reba McEntire, recording myself on a cassette tape. And my mom comes in talking about, can you please be quiet? We can hear you in the living room. While they're in there, with the realtor and shit. And that was so embarrassing. Like, my self-esteem, I guess, when I was singing, like, just went way down. But I still like fucking music. And then I remember playing, I was super nerd. All my siblings and shit was either 10 years older than me or everyone else was 10 years younger than me. And I would play, like, a lot of video. I was playing, what was it, Super Mario Sunshine. And Shania Twain's Up had just come out. And I was so mad because it was around the time that Kid Rock's, what was it, fucking
Sheryl Crow?
No, that whole album with the fucking ball with the ball, the bang, diggy diggy.
Oh, that was
whatever the fuck. But my mom got that from my stepdad, and she got me the fucking Shania Twain Up one, and then she also got the Eminem, what was it, Curtain Call or whatever the fuck, from my stepbrother.
Around that time, it had to be fucking Eminem show.
Was it? I don't fucking know, but one of them motherfuckers, and he got Eminem and Kid Rock, and I was so mad. And I got Shania Twain, but I ended up loving it. And then, let's see, when I was with Russell, we listened to a lot of, I listened to Lil Boosie back before he went to prison.
Man, that's crazy. That's insane.
And we just swung it.
No, that's okay. So growing up, 15, 16, 17, that was it.
Yeah,
Little Fat. I don't know if you know who Little Fat was. Webby, Boosie, Jeezy, Gucci. I was in that lane of music. So, and the people I was around, some of the kids I was around, their parents were real country. My grandmother loved country. So I heard everything. Eminem. I was in the same pocket of music. Kid Rock, my dad, my grandfather.
3-6 Mafia, fucking, I loved fucking Lil White, Oxycontin, Xanax bars, Lord Tat Lake.
Yep.
I'm 13, 14, fucking 15 years old. I'm 15. I remember being 15. No, I was 14 years old. So I dated this dude one time, and he had a car, and he was letting me drive him around in that car, and I was like 14 years old, and I'm driving around that car, fucking. It was when, what was it, a Finnegan or whatever was fucking legal in Alabama. We'd go to the gas station thing. We was getting high on a Finnegan. Whatever the fuck. And fucking.
I know you can get that shit at the gas station.
You could, dude. Stupid shit.
I ain't too goddamn much younger than you, dog.
I gave myself my first tattoo back then. Like one of them little fucking, it was a needle with some thread. And I dipped it in blue big ink. Everybody else's fucking come out. Mine stayed. It's supposed to be a heart on my calf, but it looks like blue balls. I don't care.
Yep. Trust me, I know all about that. I got, I know all about doing those crazy tattoos. Oh man!
Did you ever staple yourself in between your muscles and shit, like on your arm? That stupid shit.
Oh, I've stuck them through my skin, like through my finger skin, where you could slip them through. And like,
hockey. So I played in line hockey. I was, like 13 to 14, something like that. Oh, I'm actually a 2004 AAU Junior Olympic bronze medalist in inline hockey. I was 13
years crazy. Where were we playing hockey in Alabama?
Yeah. So it was inline. It was not ice hockey. We played on rollerblades. In Columbiana, some people moved down from, I think they moved from Colorado, and they bought out a skating rink, set it up, and I ended up playing hockey there. And, I ain't even gonna lie, child labor laws were probably. I worked there on the fucking weekends behind the concession in the DJ booth and shit.
I mean, hey,
fucking 13 years old doing this shit. Probably wasn't supposed to say that, but but it was cool though. Like, and so I played hockey and fucking we'd go on trips and shit, and life happened. That's how life happened.
That's what's up though. Yeah. So it sounds like your influence of music. That's why it's hard to pick it out. I guess a lot of people will drive to one artist. It didn't really seem like you had one artist. And it doesn't seem like rap. It doesn't seem like
labeled as one particular type of artist.
And I say that was like just on like say me and TJ's in. We got like fucking 5 different styles that we might damn do, and you could tell like what our influence was on that particular style. Like if I rap some shit, you might be able to pinpoint me there, but then singing, you can probably get me on like Pimp C and Jazzy Faye, but like that's it goes across the goddamn board.
Well, I'll say you did pretty well because you said that you don't want to be classified as one artist, but I believe that there should be some sort of judgment across the board for everybody. And when you're judging somebody's music, you got to look at it in the same sense. Like I got to judge your music for what I believe it is. When I come in to listen to it, I got to believe it. Well, I believe that because your influence is so diverse in your pocket of what you grew up on and you built yourself up as a human, as a human being, a person, however you want to call it, a woman, that is why your music has that effect that you can't pocket you as a rapper or a singer or a R&B artist or a just person doing it for fun because it sounds like that all throughout your music.
Yeah, I sing, I rap, I ain't shit. Hey.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool to know that, and I would try to, I would, in my opinion, I would make some sort of story about that because that's really inspirational to know that there is young females right now that want to listen to your music that go to school every day that get picked on because of the it's not mainstream, it's crap, and they feel like they could do this. You're definitely somebody that needs to voice that and let these young women of the and these maybe there's a chick in her 30s.
So 2022 made me realize, and I could cry saying this right now, like because I don't have kids. My boyfriend's got a little 9-year-old, and it reminds me of me, and be who you needed growing up. And I didn't realize that all the shows I did in 2022, there were so many kids, little boys, little girls, up there at the front of the stage, just fucking getting it, dude. And kids don't know, like we're taught how to act and how to believe. And I think that's where, like, I'm going through the stage of my life. I just hit my 30s a couple years ago. I'm about to be 32 in April. I'm trying to figure out, well, this is what I learned, but who the fuck am I really? Like I've always tried to stay true to myself, what I believe in. But you do reflecting in your 30s and you realize a lot of shit. You question things. And I just didn't realize, how many little kids that I do have sitting here. And when I say little kid, like I'm not just from little bitty, I'm talking about 2 or 3 up to, high school kids that can relate. And I had no idea. And it makes me want to cry. Like,
I don't think 2 or 3. You want no goddamn toddlers in the front row. What's that shit?
It's really crazy.
Park and shit like that. Like,
with their mamas
little
and shit.
kids
Okay.
and stuff. Yeah, because little kids are with their parents, and their parents will listen to my shit, and the little kids are, they know my.
I get what you're saying.
I know little fucking 5-year-old little girls and know all the words to BBL.
You know it's weird.
Shit. That's not necessarily. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'm telling you. So
you know what kind of bad shit I do?
I feel like it's not because I don't. But that's why I've got to, that's where I've got to, as an artist, I need to realize, shit can be. BBL's not a bad. It's in my head. BBL. I wrote BBL and started BBL because I wanted it, and I chose Shelby K because of our diversity between each person, because we're all bad bitches as a female. Like I feel like, especially in the country rap lane, there's been, when you think of country rap, you think of male artists.
Right.
What female artists do you think about? And then when you do think about them, it's always some type of bullshit. Somebody, it's anything good for anybody. Why?
Not for me. I know too. I know. In my opinion, that I didn't know Shelby K. Is that the one that does the song with you? She's in it too.
Yeah.
I know. That's her name, Shelby L.
Shelby K.
What was the one? That's her name, right?
Yeah, Shelby K.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know of her, but I knew of you, Jesse B, and the other one that I just don't want to mention. But I knew that. I knew those people.
I want to give kudos to that girl too, because I just got put on her within like the past year or so, and it just, from what I've seen, she's completely new and completely fresh, and it just reminds me. I feel like, all right, so
y'all got kind of, from what I know, you got a very similar. I mean, it ain't similar to like what the events, but how she's came into this lane is very. It's pretty cool that you got. Believe it or not, you both, in my eyes, that's what shocked me about you, because that's why one of the Jesse's got fire music. Jesse could rap,
Part
and
of it,
that's why I pushed so hard for her.
little
I
girl is
put
got flow.
I push hard for her because she comes from the same situation where she just decided that she could do music and she's gonna do it, and you did the same thing.
You shouldn't be ashamed of it. Like, okay, so you get inspired, and it's like, oh, I want to do this too. I want to do this too. And I remember people telling me, don't lose that spark, don't lose that enthusiasm. And
Mm-mm.
I didn't realize what they meant until people will see you happy and shining, and they will do everything in their power to make you not. Yeah, to make you.
Motherfuckers that are jaded with this fucking because I almost turned down that goddamn person for a second. Like that.
I did
like,
too
like
for a long time. Like back
like
in 2020, it because I had an experience in 2020, and it made me question myself a lot. And because at that time 2020, I'd been doing this for 5 years, and like I said, in my head, the second I decided to be an artist, I was an artist. You couldn't tell me otherwise, and rightfully, you can't tell me shit today. But we can talk about anything, like what I'm saying, like, but anyways. But at that time, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I'm doing everything in my power. What the fuck? But Russell had just died a couple years before. I had just come back. I think it was 2019. Yeah, it was 2019 whenever I had initially come back. In the beginning of 2019, I released that album. And so, I'm trying to get back in the groove of things, and I think I'm doing good. And then it's like, I get put in a situation where I think, people are trying to work with me. And I feel I'm the type of person that I feel like if you're fucking with me, I'm going to push my limits, because we're going to see if you're really fucking with me. So I ended up making a really long drive by myself, to meet some people. And I just felt like these people were looking down on me. Like, they told me to dye my hair a different color, told me to delete my social media. Pretty much acted like everything that I was doing was wrong. Even though, when I first started, like, I remember meeting Jelly Roll when I first started, and I went up to Nashville. And, at this time, it's my first, like, he wasn't,
Yeah.
it was what I feel like on my level to where I'm at now when I first met him. But I was starstruck.
Right.
And I'm up there, trying to fucking figure shit out, whatever the fuck. And Jelly Roll told me then, he was like, Stormie, you want to do this independently. It's going to take about 10 years before people start noticing you. And I thought, okay, that's cool. And that's when, people are, don't let don't let your shit fade and all this shit, keep your spirit up and blah, blah. And so I've pushed through a lot of shit. And then, I go through this experience when I, in my head, I thought I already went through it. And that's when I realized, the whole, you can have all the talent in the world, but unless you're sitting here working, someone who is less talented than you is going to win every fucking time. And it's no one's fault but yourself. I can't be mad at someone else. For a little while, I'm sitting here, and that's that negative, toxic fucking vibe. It's like, I'm sitting here like, fuck these motherfuckers, blah, blah. But then I realized, like, bitch, who the fuck are you? You're Stormie Leigh. Get your fucking ass up. Do some shit. Like, that's the whole point of fucking being an artist. Like, I feel like,
but also remember that hard work always trumps luck. So a lot of that's luck. A lot of these people, they get, so I talked about it the other day. Sound, I think me and Simple Man, no, it was Blind Fury. They changed that frequency to incorporate certain people to feel certain types of way about music. So every now and then a song might take off. You hear a certain sound, you feel some type of way about that song, and you're like, man, I work way harder than that. And you're right, you do. Over time, that's where it comes. And I know that sucks, man. I think about that all the time, but
it's not, dude. Okay, so my catalog, I've got 2 albums and an EP. That together is 25 songs, not counting all the other features and all the other singles that I have out. My catalog is like over 30 songs now.
Right.
Okay, so when BBL took off, everything else took off.
Right.
Like, and I'm not saying, like, I'm not, I don't have fucking millions of streams type shit, but I know my YouTube channel didn't have 1 million streams this time last year, and now I'm fucking about to push 3.
Hey, check this out.
Oh.
I don't understand why this isn't done more often. Maybe it's hard to do this. Go back and grab some of that older stuff and sample some stuff out of it or something, or remix it
I ain't gonna lie,
and make people want to go back and watch that old stuff just to be like, yo, listen to her now. Look at the growth. That really, like, you could even do the front side of the first 10 seconds of the beat, like your old lyrics to your song, and just take the beat out and drop your lyrics ghost in there and just come into that thing remixing it.
Yeah, like, so that's why I got so offended by someone trying to tell me, to change my image and delete my shit, talking about, well, everybody does art, and when you come back, like, no, like, you're trying to get me out of the way. And I was scared. I was scared to speak up then.
Right.
Like, I didn't even want to front. I was like, but fuck that. Why can't I do what I feel like is right when it comes to making music? And now that I've met, my family over here at Drum Dummy Studios, and we are a tight-knit fucking family, we can create, and we get in this motherfucker and we'll be up all night creating all kinds of shit, dog.
Oh, I know. I trust me. This is what's scary to me. If I really invest in my time into getting something that can make beats, especially beats, not make beats, but I want to know the whole thing. If I'm doing something, I'm gonna learn it all the way through. If I had like Payday, little Payday, I'm sure you know of him. He's told me, oh, I'm right down the road from her. Dude, I would remix his songs. I would mix some beats up. I would be in here all day long, man.
He's on the chat. No, he probably got school tomorrow. Shit. What?
No, he don't have school tomorrow, but he's homeschooled anyway, and my dog is a worker.
Oh hell, I was homeschooled too.
Yeah, he's homeschooled. Like, yo, that's what our youth and our music is important. That's why, to be honest with you, what you're doing for the country rap genre as a female artist is perfect. I wouldn't change anything you're doing.
Like, I question, dude. I just want to make my fucking music. That's what I ever wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And I've never tried to step on anyone's toes. I've never tried to be disrespectful. I've just tried to be me.
I will say one thing. Actually, I want to take something back. I will say one thing, maybe not change, but I would definitely incorporate. You're both here to listen to this because I think this is important. If you're going to do this for the how many kids you've seen in your shows, you got to make a kid friendly song. Maybe not directed at kids, but you got to keep it clean as a whistle.
Sink or Swim, Ride's a kid friendly song.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Locked and Loaded. Well, no, I do.
She got a bunch of them. I ain't got.
Okay. All right, that's what's up. Like straight across though. Like you could promote this song to play at a birthday party or a little girl ice skating or playing hockey as her skate out song.
Hold My Hands. You could. Queen of the South don't have a damn cuss word.
Yo, I would be making. Do you remember? Is the team that you used to play for still exist? The AAU team?
No.
Does anything you know still exist?
I mean, I sang the national anthem at the Alabama hockey game.
Yo, I would be getting right on my Alabama hockey. I'd be researching everything to know about Alabama hockey because you already were really good at hockey. You still are. I would be making a song to promote to them as their opening and just kill it. Put a little visual on it. They could play it on this thing. Boom, boom, boom. And then everybody that ever goes to that game hears that goes, man, who is that singing that? Oh, see, like it's all about that. That's
the business side of it, but that's also like the me side of it.
That's the creative side of it.
Really, I do relate to it. You're right, because I did play hockey. I didn't. I really didn't look at it like that. But
you played a different type though. It wasn't ice hockey.
Yeah, it wasn't ice hockey. It wasn't.
It's still hockey. It's a drive for what you're doing. You're still slapping a puck. You're still trying to score a goalie.
Like, I don't want to just write something just to try to, get the views or to try to,
It's not. That's marketing.
This is business, but I don't know. But that's the fine line too, because business is business, and ultimately, if you want to be a good business person, you're going to make good business moves. But then it's like I also, I want to stay true.
Yeah, but nobody will ever know you play hockey, and you play hockey. That is true to you.
Yeah,
regardless of how you play it, roller hockey, ice hockey, broom hockey, air hockey, it's still hockey, and you played it at a high level. That's your story, and that's music.
You're right.
Depending on the opportunity that presents itself to you.
Yeah.
I myself have never driven or rode in a squatted truck. I had nothing to do with those fucking things. Cannon Bannon hits me up one day and says, me, TJ, and Sam Rock need to do a song about fucking squatted trucks because that's the trend. And now, fucking, I don't know if it's still going around or nothing. I figure out truck squat went fucking viral, and there's motherfuckers riding around like there was not only like there were like people on like gym talk doing squats and shit to riding around the city, got my eyes out for the cars. Man, like
right.
What the fuck? And then it's like, what? Do you know how much fucking effort I put into that song?
Zero.
None, because I ain't have nothing to relate to that shit. Like, it was like I thought the song was trash as fuck.
The songs that have just fucking. I just like my shit to just come to me. Like when I overthink, and if I put too much thought into it, I just feel like I'm fucking up.
Well, no,
that's so loud.
I'm so sorry. It's glass. What do you want me to do? Look.
You got cans now.
Yeah, for real.
But
we used to lower that glass.
Because I was drinking.
No glass.
I was drinking Samuel Adams. I thought I was fucking.
I can't see without my glasses.
Anybody got any of that quiet glass?
Hell no. That's a dude cracking me up with the moves. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I've been saying comments. Yeah, I get that, y'all. Don't worry about it.
No, you're good. You break the glass if you want to, homie.
I'm a cow. Go move.
Fucking hell. Where was we at before I damn fucked everything up with the glass?
I don't even know, dog.
You know, I don't know. I just think that you're right in a sense. I believe in what you're saying about how you don't want to make something catchy. And I believe in what Sham said about the truck. You ain't a rode in a lifted truck. No, you're right. You're 100% correct.
Fucking with.
I think my songs are catchy.
No, you're right. You're right. Let me.
I gave up on it. Like that fucking.
I'm just saying, I'm not chasing a trend.
Yeah, like, that's correct.
It's not a trend because no one else. You know, it's not like everybody's like trying to make. Not everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna make the best song for the best hockey game. What like, yeah. It's a good business move, but I don't.
Nah, people would hate me. People would hate me. People would hate me then because to me, that is not a business move. If I was making a song for a soccer team and I never played soccer, then yes, I would call that a money grab, business move, whatever you want to call it. But if I took advantage of my hometown of because one day when you're walking across a stage, a big, you know, if that's what you get to, you're going to be the person that goes, oh, look at that. They named the stadium after the Stormie Leigh, whatever that they play, because regardless if it's ice hockey, roller hockey, that was what you did. And that's your legacy. I feel like that's important across the board as a person.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I see that too, but I also still see Pastor Troy making songs for the Atlanta Falcons and they ain't named that stadium after him.
No, but at least you know, look at that. You know that.
The reason why because like, yes, I did play it as a kid, but it's not like I don't watch hockey to be like, oh, who's winning, you know, type shit. And I guess I look at it like that because like
I don't play it. I don't look baseball. I got a baseball tattoo on my arm, right? I don't even really watch baseball anymore. Yeah, I hope the Rays win, but
I don't watch the fucking games. But I mean, I know my daddy's a Roll Tide fan, and I'm a daddy's girl, and I'm Roll Tide till I die.
You get born into a football team, man. Like that's
pretty much.
That's what the fuck happened because I don't even watch football. But
I'm a Packer fan. I'm a Packer fan. I said I live in Florida and I'm a Packer fan.
God damn. So. Well, shit. I thought it was like college teams and shit. You didn't get born into the like.
I don't even like college sports.
I always like the New Orleans Saints just because I got family from Bogalusa, and like it ain't that I watch fucking. Because to my knowledge, I feel like I've been told that they're a rather shitty team. I don't know, but
I ride Coca about Alabama. I still say, bro, you're still sleeping and hiding in your house because of that Tennessee game, huh? Oh, he was missing for a long time. I thought he done slipped into a real, the Alabama-Tennessee college football game.
Look, I don't care if we win or lose. Roll Tide, baby.
First of all, shout out this motherfucker's like name.
You almost put your finger in my eye.
Yeah. What the fuck is that? Coronavirus 2020.
Yeah, Coronavirus.
War Eagle till I die. War Eagle. How do you feel that your team
Roll Tide till I die? Look at you want to ride.
Hey, you want me to go through and if there's any questions that you see, I'll look for them and see if there's any good ones in here and if anybody wants to ask you guys questions.
I'm cool with it.
Oh, we doing Q&As?
If you want, yeah, we'll run it for a minute. If there's, I mean, I asking any stupid questions. Like if you guys are asking stupid questions,
I know we're at like a minute or an hour, a minute and 9 seconds, an hour and 9 minutes.
You're good.
Which
You're good.
Because I really don't give a fuck, dog. Like I said.
Yeah, we can run a little longer. That's fine with me.
I can send it.
But yeah, what y'all want to know? Hi.
Sometimes the chat engages. We'll see what happens. We got some people in here. Hopefully, there's like 40. There's 40 something people in here, so we'll see.
I forgot.
Somebody's got to have some questions after all this stuff. They got it. Somebody's got to know something. Hey, I will say this, Sham. No, get out of here, Braylon. I see you. My daughter was coming to tell me they're back from Applebee's. No, but I have a hard time finding you on YouTube. I don't know why it is, man. It's weird. Some people are like that.
That's Shamu the Panda.
Yeah, I know, but even when I look it up, it took me the first.
Man, like I do a lot of beats.
You need to post more shit to your fucking YouTube.
My YouTube is fucking like artist channel.
I think it's because, I think what happens is because it takes the word sham and panda, not separates it, but the algorithm has so many different pandas and so many different shams. It like, there was like some Chinese stuff in there. There was like a little kids thing, and there was.
Are you putting Shamu or Sham?
Sham, but I'm just saying it's still
the panda.
Oh,
space panda.
Yeah, like Sham.
Oh,
that's okay. So we talking backstories and shit. Yeah. Eighth grade. Now, I've always been a husky fella. So in 8th grade, I think I was a little bit older than like having to buy my pants and shit in the husky section. Because like when you a kid and your mama gets you pants in the husky section of Walmart, you're fucking fat. Like that's you're not hiding it. Shit. So, and I've been that kind of dude my whole fucking life, dog. 8th grade, I come to school. I thought I'd lost a little bit of weight at that damn point. Apparently, not so much because there was a black and white fucking Averix jacket I wore.
Oh boy.
This fucking the sleeves were black, the body was white, and the hood was black. I got Panda from a couple motherfuckers, and shout out, I said his name one time. He was cool with it. His name's Corey Steele. Fucking went to school with him through Harris County all the way up. All the way through that son of a bitch. He saw me in the lunch line and was like, fucking, oh my God, you look like Shamu. And I turned around and I'm like, and for something, like at that point, I'd been rapping for a couple of years and I didn't really have a fucking name yet or whatever the fuck. I still hadn't even downloaded my first demo version of FL on my grandma's computer yet. It was like early 07 or some shit.
Hey, did you just meet him or was he like through
from 6th grade up to that point, so I'd been on him. We went like friends or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. That's still pretty dope though, because hey.
But he fucking, oh my God, you like Shamu, and I've been getting that name the whole fucking day. I turned around and was like, bing, like it's just fuck it, I got a name now, and that I was just Shamu for a while, but then I knew like if I'd have kept that, one, I searched it up on fucking Spotify and I saw that there was a lot of fucking like EDM artists and shit, and like I guess world music is what you call it. Mm-hmm. There was a bunch of motherfuckers called Shamu. I don't know if that name's like Middle Eastern or like what it actually is.
Shamu.
But it's and Shamu. I'm like that fucking educated me on that shit. I'm like,
that's a killer whale. There's a killer whale at freaking at Universe at
I can see it fucking.
But I got
picture it now.
The way it was like the jacket was set. I got Panda a good bit too. So I was like, fuck it. I put the Panda because there was like Tyler the Creator already, which my government name's Tyler. So I was like, fucking, I'll go Shamu the Panda. And then Tyler had another guy.
Are you and TJ both TJs?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
He's Taylor James. I'm Tyler James.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And they're identical twins, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. No, shit. We were one and then practiced mitosis. We shared
I see a question. There a female artist in particular that Stormie looked up to. So I kind of mentioned earlier, like I specifically remember listening to as a little girl, Shania Twain, Reba McEntire. I remember listening to like Christina Aguilera and who was it, Shakira growing up a little bit. I fucking have loved Halsey from the day I fucking discovered her. I love everything about her. Kat Dahlia, when I first started doing music, I really liked her song Gangster. It was dope.
Why the fuck does that name sound so goddamn familiar?
I mean, she never really got, too big, but I mean she had some views and shit. But it just She was dope. Cat Dahlia. Who was it? I'm starting to see her everywhere now. Jessie Reyes, whatever. I remember,
Reyes.
yeah, Reyes. I remember listening to her several years back. But like as a little kid, oh, dude. Okay, so this may put. All right, so my parents have been in divorce since I was a little kid, and I remember I would be the only kid in the bar with my dad. And which, granted, this bar was like a rock's throw away from where my mom lived, and then my dad lived right around the corner. But I'd be like the only kid up in there, and I would sit there and sing to fucking Gretchen Wilson all fucking night long. Just sing karaoke all night. Like, they even let me put my autograph up on the fucking wall. So yeah, I do remember, what was it, Redneck Woman and Here for the Party. I think I was telling Sham, like, I wanted to, just because because I was thinking about, like, the kids and shit, we were talking with the kids earlier, and when I was thinking, what can I do, to kind of help keep everything, around, Gretchen Wilson was from when I was a kid, and I don't know if I want to do a cover of one of her songs, if I want to remix it, if I want to sample it. I'm not sure what I want to do.
Honestly, like, you ain't did a whole lot of, like, any Cannon Band beats and shit, so I want to see if Cannon can do a sample of a Gretchen Wilson song. Let you do that.
Ever played or plan to play in Gunnersville? I have not played in Gunnersville. Where is Gunnersville? Is that in Alabama? Or
he got an Alabama thing, so I'm assuming this is Alabama shit. I don't know. We got a lot of
I feel like as a kid, the only time I've ever been to Gunnersville is when I was a kid. We went to Gunnersville and then Nakalulu Falls. It was like Gunnersville National Park.
To fucking who?
Nakalulu Falls. When will my next album drop? This year. More than likely this year. Like, and I say that, like, I mean, because righteously, I do what I want to do when I want to do it because my music is my music. But like I was saying, like, so I released 2015 was my first one. 2019 was my second one, and technically, if you don't count the year it took off, it's been about every 3 years, and so it's about time for a new one.
We dropping the way I'm looking at the shit. We gonna drop a single, like, ever so often until the album fucking.
Are those panels behind my artwork? I don't understand.
Are those sound panels behind, like, the metal artwork?
Oh yeah.
These are sound panels, and this is a plaque for NBA Youngboy.
Yeah, that's a plaque. So Drum Dummy Studios is that, and this goes back to we don't limit ourselves on any particular genre here.
That is a platinum plaque for Top by NBA Youngboy.
Yeah, you did the beat on that?
We did a beat on a couple of them, yeah.
Yeah, who else?
Dope.
Rob
Wave, we've got Rob Wave, Mozzie, YG.
Yeah, Mozzie, YG, like
Lil Tusi, Lil Papa. Shit, it's a few up through this motherfucker, man.
Drum Dummy, that's the campaign.
Drum Dummy.
I don't know.
I ain't got no.
Yeah.
I think hey, Caparo, is this to Sham? He said, I want to know what comic he likes. I bet he likes Big J Okerson.
I want to know what comics he likes. I bet he likes Big J Okerson.
I'm not actually that comic girl.
I've never really been on big comics. I can't even say it. Okay, for anyone who wonders, I have a list. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here, motherfucker.
Okay, when you say comics, you talking about like comedians or actual like comic books?
That's a good question.
Like when it comes to comic books, I didn't read a lot of comic books and shit. That's actually more of my twins shit. TJ Freak would be more like comic books. Comedians and shit.
I just prefer not to read as much. I enjoy reading
I'll let you elaborate on the question.
My teachers in the 5th grade laughed at me because I laid on my back and they held my arms up to read my book, and I remember them specifically laughing at me. I could hear them and hear what they were saying.
Wait, do what?
That's fucked up, man. I was like 10. I was in the 5th fucking grade, and I'm laying on my like it was reading time, and I'm laying on my back, and I got my my book up because I'm double jointed in my elbows. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I'm double jointed in my elbows, and so I'll just lock my elbows up above me and have the book there, and read that hoe, Harry Potter to be specific, and fucking
there you go.
Laughing at me. I heard them. They were whispering. They didn't think I heard them, but I fucking heard them. Marshall County, North Alabama, and yes, Nakalulu Falls is in Gaston. Woo! I have performed at where is it? Brothers? Is that in Gaston? Back with who is it? Shawty Fat, rest in peace. This is before I ever met you.
Oh yeah.
Shawty Fat, rest in peace. And who else was it? Bray and other motherfuckers out there. Oh man, what was Bray's brother's name?
Right.
Some I don't fucking remember.
Oh, Bray, I know.
All these motherfuckers, like all these motherfuckers that you and they didn't. It was the promoter putting on the show, but it was before I learned that you do not ever, and I mean you do not ever pay to fucking perform. Like I paid $300 for a fucking. It was either Caskey or Montana 300 or whatever the fuck up in Tennessee. Where was it? Clarksville, Tennessee. Motherfucker, I was performing on stage while everyone was still setting up. Literally, as soon as the fucking venue opened, they can all suck my dick. Like, I paid y'all $300 for that show. And the bitch ass fucking promoter wanted to fucking. He rode with me in my Mustang, gave me $20 worth of fucking gas, acting like that's enough to go to fucking Nashville and back. Refused to fucking throw in on a hotel room for all of it. Like, no.
For real, you ain't lying. You gotta see. That's crazy.
I used to be scared to talk about this stuff, dude. But fuck that.
Yeah, but people, people are just gonna be not real like that. I've learned to accept that, and it sucks, man. It really does, because it's you don't have an application for real or fake. You just gotta be. That's why I say you gotta have some sort of level of judgment towards everybody you come across, because if you don't, you're gonna get hit with a snake bad quick.
I read your energy, dude. I read some shit today, and it was talking about this woman took her pet snake to the doctor because it was sick, it wasn't eating, and the doctor ultimately was like, you know, does the snake sleep in the bed with you? And she was like, yes, it does every night. And he's like, the motherfucker is sizing you up. He's trying to fucking eat you, and it just like it made. Dude.
That's what I'm saying. You need to watch that movie. Simple Man told me about that movie, Stutz. I think it's Stutz. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, it lets you. Yeah, it really puts into perspective. Like at the end of the day, the only thing you need to see is like the path to your goal. Like you need to be careful with your shadow blocking you. It talks about some serious. Your shadow is like your past, everything that you don't love, everything that. But in reality, the reason that your shadow keeps getting in your way is because you won't accept your shadow for who you are.
I have learned I'm okay with my past. My past, if I would have never made mistakes that I've made, I wouldn't be who I am.
Yeah, you got to watch this movie then, because that's what it really.
And I think that's what intimidates people, is because I can sit here and be like, all right, I fucked up. Like I have no problem looking stupid, because like I saw another thing too talking about I want all the smoke, because if I don't get all the fucking smoke, then I'm never gonna fucking learn how to be great. And I'm sitting here like, whoa, like, you know, that's right. Like I didn't even fucking realize that, but that's, you know, that's what I've been doing my whole fucking life. Like before I decided to do music. Like if you don't fuck around, you ain't never gonna find out.
No, you're right. Well, but okay. That's why I used to. It really makes sense, but it sucks. Like if you're gonna screw up early. Screw up early on in your life. Get it out the way. Learn from it. Benefit from it, and go. All right, bet. Now you can carry yourself in a different manner. You understand the failure. You learn from it. You see what it looks like. You know how to identify it. You know how to stay away from it. That's important, because as you grow into whatever you decide to become, you're going to need to understand your coworkers, your promotions, your bosses, your whatever you're working with, your employees, whatever it may be. You're going to have to know who they are, your friends. You're going to have to understand who they are. You're going to have to watch out for people. Nowadays, back in the day, tomorrow, next year, 10,000 years from now, it's still always going to be like that. It's crazy, man.
Ultimately survival in the fittest in a way, you know what I'm saying? Because I personally feel like as long as you have good intentions, you know, like, because ultimately I am the one that decides to eat food during the day so my body survives. I'm the one that decides to drink the water every day so my body survives. It's no one else's responsibility.
No.
But at the same time, at the end of the fucking day, I'm the one that's got to do it. And you can't be scared to fucking, like, I don't know. I come to the realization that unless I sit there and I make shit happen for myself, it's never going to fucking happen.
That's the hockey rollout song.
Yeah,
That's
like
how.
I wish I would have realized that sooner. Like I've
Mhm.
always thought to myself, no one's coming to save me. I have to save myself. But I never realized. I just if I would have quit my job or something sooner, to go in all in on music or something sooner, maybe. But at the same time, I would have never experienced certain things in those years,
Right.
prior to that. And so it's bittersweet, you know what I'm saying? But that's life, and that's my life and my experience, and I'm content with it. I'm
That's
happy.
what's up. You got to keep showing people that. Like that's what to me, my opinion on music in general is I wish there was more artists that gave people there's some that do. They give you a good understanding of what they go through. They don't show it all, but
Hmm.
they show enough for you to be like, yo, I really like. So what happens then is when you put out a song that ain't very good, in their opinion, they still listen to it, and it
Hmm.
eventually becomes one of their favorite songs. It's happened to me. That's why it makes sense, because that song that's not very good to other people, it's because they can't relate to it. When
Yeah.
you listen to music long enough, eventually you can manipulate that lyric to really relate to it on your end, even if 9 other people don't relate to it.
Hmm.
That's what's missing in country rap. Rap, it's really easy. Rappers can rap about driving by houses with the gap blowing out the window, and it means something completely different to 9
Only
different people.
somebody call it a goddamn.
Well, whatever. You know what I'm saying, bro.
Nah, I get
I was trying to keep it a little bit PG, but
No, you're straight.
he said that, and I turned around and just drop a GD right behind it. I don't my
because I
bad.
can still vibe to some newer rap. Man, I heard a Drake song the other day that just came out. I was on the way to work in the morning, and it was playing on the radio, and my Bluetooth was off on my phone. Man, I was like, "Yo, this is fire!" I don't even remember what it was called, but I was shocked.
You had you ain't heard the whole song, but I know you heard it. Like
Is it one time about
21?
21?
Can you do something?
Yeah, okay, I've heard that. Yeah.
Motherfucker, can you do something for me? 21.
Uh,
Come on, bro. Like that shit. You know he was doing the night the whole time. He was
uh,
doing it.
but see, the thing is, man, is that sometimes it don't matter who's singing it. Man, music to me is different. That I wish everybody, I guess, in my eyes, had a look at music the way I look at it, because I like some weird things. I've listened to Japanese rap where I don't know what they're
It's
saying
Sanjay
whatsoever.
Hachi
Huh?
Kyuchu.
I don't
That's
know.
You can.
Japanese. What's up? I've known him
That's
since
what's up.
second grade.
I don't know what you said, but
Nugent was one of my
It was
influences. So, I mean,
numbers 1 through 10, and righteous. Okay, so righteously it's
oh, my wife can do that.
Ni, Sun, Shay, Go, Roko, Sichi, Hachi, Kyuju. And it's hilarious because the first three, 1 through 3 in Japanese, is Ich, Ni, Sun.
Yeah.
Ichi, Sun, what up, bitch?
Uh,
Like, so it's like, if I scratch my knee, that's number 3 in code.
That's pretty dope. That's
It's
pretty
got.
dope. Oh man,
I
I don't.
don't.
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't, like, it come up off the top of my head.
It's different, and it's good to like kind of cleanse your palate anyway. Have you ever heard of Chopped and Skinned? He's a YouTuber. He does okay. So I've shared it before. He takes music, country rap. Well, he takes rap too, but I've seen him do a lot of country rap, and he chops it and he slows it down.
So he does DJ Screw shit, the country rap stuff.
Yeah, and it's dope because it's when you've heard a song a lot, it's nice to listen to that one go over to him and listen to something you've heard a lot, because it cleanses the original song. Then when you hear the original song again, it makes it that much like, woo, I remember this.
Do with my covers. Like, I don't want to do, like, even with the Santa Claus is back in town. I mean, it's very
That's a Christmas song, dog.
Elvis-esque. You know what I'm saying? So we
Well,
put
that was
everything
Elvis.
into
Shit,
it.
that
Yeah,
was the
like,
point.
we
But
put
people aren't gonna run that. People will run that. You got that on a bunch of platforms. You can't do that, huh? Because of the
Oh,
type
you
of.
can.
yeah, no, I licensed it through DistroKid. I paid the
they got
licensing.
a cover song license.
Well, I would put it on everything. Then I would hope it is. It is right on every
Yeah.
platform.
Like, which I mean, granted, so, and like I
That's it,
said,
yeah.
if it's ever on any of your things, just give me the link and I can put it on my DistroKid account and
Yeah.
it'll demonetize it or whatever.
That's dope. I played it on. I already did. I played it on one of the lives. But I think that's very smart, because that song is universal year round to
Yeah.
certain pockets of people.
I want to do a whole, and I've been telling Sham, I want to do a Drum Dummy Christmas album.
You know how long
I've been telling you this for 2 years.
I think I told you this shit. Like, you know how long it'll take to actually do it? Like, let's go Ritz, right? Ritzmas. That album that dropped. I was making Christmas beats for that fucking album in like fucking May of that year. You know how it feels for it to be hot as
beginning of the year
outside. Like it's July and I'm sitting at Rap's house fucking making a beat for like.
Is that where the term Christmas in July come from? Because you make the Christmas music in July?
Fucking maybe. I don't know. I know. I was like, on the first day of Christmas, that motherfucking song. I made that beat at Rap House in July. Like I swear it was hot as fuck. I was wearing shorts. Drawers was soaking ass wet with sweat. It was fucking bad.
Hey, see that? So it's crazy. I'm glad we got on the topics we got on because country. Remember we were kind of talking about country rap. Oh yeah, go ahead, tell Vicky because she remembers now.
Hey, that's me. Hi, I'm Stormie Leigh. How you doing?
So I'm going back to the hockey song because I'm just using it as a reference point. So I think that as an independent artist, if I came in, here I am, Captain Kurt, I'm gonna be a rapper, country rapper, right? Let's just say I've been a rapper, but I'm just gonna be a country rapper for reference.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm trying to be the biggest, or not the biggest, but a successful country rapper, in my eyes, I'm want to do mainstream moves as an independent artist.
Hi, I've always said since I started I wanted to go to mainstream numbers and
not even just numbers, just that's what the numbers come with it goes back to the business aspect of it. It goes back to those. Think of this. How many hockey games did you play in a season?
See, it wasn't even, it was, so it was weird. Like, we would just go to tournaments type shit. Like, it wasn't like because nobody else around us played. So I would play in different states a lot. Like, we would go to Too Hot for Ice tournaments.
Yeah.
Like, we played in the parking lot of the Grand Ole Opry one time.
See, that's smart. All that's marketing because playing there in those spots. Oh, for your hockey. My bad. I was thinking about that. I'm like, man, she played at the Grand Ole Opry.
No, no, we played in the parking lot. Like, I mean, I played hockey in the parking lot of the Grand Ole.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's fun.
Like, I mean, it's cool. Like, we went up to St. Louis.
But think if you play 10 games, like that's important. All your 16 bar challenges, I love that about you as an artist because they're not 16 bar challenge, your open verse that you did and just your creativity. There's a lot of people that stray away from that creativity. I don't know why. I feel like the more creativity you use, the more strategies, I guess you could say, to reach different audiences of people. Because look, people like music. There's plenty of people. I listen to Five Finger Death Punch. I don't really listen to anything outside of them.
Growing up.
In that genre, I don't really listen to anything outside of them. So if I like ballet or what they call it, classic music, and I hear somebody from a country rap genre that I relate to and I like what they're singing, hey, one person likes an artist out of country rap, we're doing good. That's successful, I feel like. Mm-hmm. So different strategies work, man. And there's people that really do it and they do it well. There's other people that kind of do it and they don't do it to what I would think is a smart way of doing it. And then there's other people that just say, I'm just doing just the music. I'm just sitting over here. I'm going to sing and I ain't going to do nothing else.
Yeah, no, I had that mentality a little bit, but then I realized when I quit my job and I realized, this is my job, that's when I realized, you do have to put thought into, no, I don't necessarily want to go. I'm not, okay, let me say I don't want to. I'm not going to go spend $500 on a fucking Facebook ad.
No, fans are important. Fans are very, 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 very important.
Spend, $500 on a fucking, electronic billboard or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's different ways of marketing. But I don't know, there's just certain ways that I'm going to go about it. But I want to be strategic with it. Like you said, like with the way that I did BBL the end of the summer. It was a good end of the summer song. I did Baptized by Wolves. I released it on Halloween. I feel like, it was a good time to release it type shit. I released my Christmas song during Christmas. And I have more plans, for this year. Like, because this is my time, to lay back and chill. And like, the coldest part of the fucking year is about to come up in the next few weeks. This is my time to, maybe not necessarily, film fucking 10 music videos, but I can write 10 songs.
Well, that's why those are important. That's why the Elvis cover is important because it's a Christmas one. The Baptized by Wolves, you can promote those next year at Christmas you know what I mean? So you could essentially, you're making those now. And then next year, all you're doing is making a TikTok promoting that one. Hey, go run this up. Leave the link. Now, a video you made a year ago is getting seen by thousands of people, possibly that have never seen the video. Smart.
That song, it took 3 years for that Lizzo song to pop off.
Yep.
3 years, 3 whole years. It was out. They were promoting it, and the next thing you know, it fucking takes.
That I mean, great to everybody.
Yeah,
I think she.
When I was in my cover band, we did that song.
I feel like she after said she hated that fucking song, which goes back to even the truck spot shit. I hate that song.
Yeah, is it?
I ain't like
for the most part. I mean,
I ain't fucking like.
I might not have liked, some of the feelings and emotions I was feeling sometimes, because like sometimes when I write, you kind of get choked up type shit. Like, cause I write from my personal experience, so like the I Ain't Sober song, I started kind of getting choked up. Even so the Jelly Roll duet. I'm sitting in this fucking room doing this duet, and I'm thinking about my ex, the one that died. I'm thinking about the relationship with my mom. I'm thinking about all this shit that I can't really change, but I have to be okay with, and I have to learn from and grow with, and I have to take those life lessons with me. And so that's what I put into my music, not just that Jelly Roll cover, but or duet or whatever, but all of my songs, like Sink or Swim. Like I was going through a really rough time, and it's like I didn't feel like I was good enough, and for a long time I didn't feel like I was good enough, and sometimes I still don't, but everyone rides those waves and shit. You're not going to wake up completely happy every day. You don't have to be a bitch, but you ain't got to be fucking, gung ho. Oh my God, hey, we're having a great day. No, like sometimes you wake up and it's like, I don't fucking feel good. Leave me the fuck alone. And you're just going to lay there, and that's your you time. That's when you rest. And
that's why I don't answer the phone. If I ain't in the studio,
I know this motherfucker will not. You can text him, call him,
God,
he won't fuck with you.
If I'm not at this fucking studio, if I'm not out fucking with people and I'm at home that day, I'm not answering the phone because I don't put that in my goddamn schedule of like that is my time to stay here. I'm not like I don't want to talk to y'all. So if it's that, send me a text message now, and I get to it at my earliest convenience. Otherwise, I feed up playing Pokemon and vegging out. I ain't worried about nothing else.
You know the song "Ducked Off, Little Fat"?
Huh?
You know the song from Little Fat, "Ducked Off"? I ain't even in the mood, homie. Get from around me. I got too much on my mind, bro. Every time I get in some type of mood, it's like a 7-minute song. I throw that on. He's like, "Don't even hit me on my phone. I'ma probably let it ring on the real, trying to chill, trying to do my own thing, bro." That song, if I'm mad, that song makes me even madder. Like, don't call me, bro. I ain't picking up the phone. I might break this thing if it rings.
Well, I feel like that's that part of the reason the risk I don't want to.
It might not even be for bro. It might not have nothing to do with the phone. Nobody might have even called me a day, 2 days in a row, and just that, you know what I mean? That mood. I don't know. Like I said, music really plays a big toll on my emotions. And if I want to rock out, I'm rocking out. If I want to rap out, I'm rapping out. If I want to chill, I'm chilling out. It really depends on the mood. So to me, the attractive artists that I'm attracted to are artists that change up. Because if you're making the same music all the time, chances are I'm gonna change it to an artist that's making different music all the time.
All my music, like it's all different.
A lot of people will call that fake. I call that the realest there is, because nobody can be locked onto the same thing their whole entire career.
We need to do a video to Motion. I got this song called Motion. It's pop as fuck. Like I'm talking about, it's pop.
Yeah.
That wasn't the one that I put the vocals on. Like I was trying to like slick bite off False to the People for that one.
Yeah,
right?
Facts, Corey. Corey said he'll hit.
Was it Man?
That's Man.
Okay, never.
I need a man.
Yeah.
I need a friend.
Okay, no.
Yeah. See, and even that little song. All right, so the show this past weekend, New Year's Eve, Bogging on the Plains in Auburn. I was not going to do Man.
You just had a show?
Huh?
You just had a show?
Yeah, I just had a show New Year's Eve at Bogging on the Plains in Auburn, Alabama.
That's what's up.
Yeah. It was rather dope. It was me, and Trey Guthrie originally. Then we added TJ to the bill. We added Trey's little brother Tyler, and we added, what was the other guy's name? He was kind of cool. He come from out of
Luke,
state.
I couldn't get his last name, but it was Luke.
Luke something. He was dope. He was rather dope.
Huh. Cool Hand Luke.
I wouldn't Cool Hand Luke. No, it was.
I was gonna say no way.
Weird and little acoustic guitar, whatever. Like,
Homeboy showed up in the Hillbilly Gym overalls. Man, hey, Buddy had that look down pack.
Man, I wish all these artists that weren't like not huge. Man, I wish more people would work together because there would be some fire collabs all through Alabama. Alabama's got I know Cool and Luke's close to Alabama, but Alabama's got my ticket for damn near the strongest country rap state in country rap. I mean, Tennessee's pretty close.
If I could change anything about country rap, like, because I've been doing this shit for a long time, but I don't have, the views or the following that other people do. But if I could fucking change anything in it, the one thing I'm going to change is the fact that everybody needs to get over their own bullshit. And when I say that, me included, because I'm part of this shit too. Nobody can grow and nobody can progress without, being transparent and confronting situations. It may be fucking uncomfortable. Get over it.
You gotta watch that Stutz video. You might change. You really might change that movie. You really might look at that a little different. You're right in a sense, but you really might change your thought. Yeah. Because I mean, you're correct, but don't allow that. This is just my opinion. I would never allow somebody else's hate or disrespect to stop me from getting mine. But it does though. It does because the energy that it takes to confront them might. I mean, not all the time. I don't mean all the time, but it sounded like you're ready to go ham on people.
No, not by no means.
She made it sound like she was cutting. You come at me, say the wrong thing in my comment. She was ready to rip apart.
Wait, who was?
No. I'm saying let somebody mistakenly say something, and you're making diss tracks. I'm just kidding.
No,
that's how I heard it for a second. I'm like, man, she's getting everybody. She ain't letting nobody confront her. I'm kidding.
I've made diss tracks, but
I don't mean it like that. I mean, it sounded like you were coming at hot.
Yeah, well, I'm coming in hot in the sense of I want my work to be what helps move that shit. Like, I'm never going to stop doing me. I'm never going to stop, making the moves that I feel like I should make. But I want that to help influence that everybody needs to get over their shit and work together. Like, I'm not saying I'm not about to, because I righteously could, come out with a bunch of fucking bullshit and a bunch of fucking drama and all this shit. But what's the point in all that? I'm going to keep making my music and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And if you want to feel some type of way, you can feel some type of way. Right. But I feel like me staying true to how I feel as an artist and my personal experiences and continuing to make music that I feel like I want to make. Like, because the I Ain't Shit song, if anything, it's a diss track on me. Like, because it's all personal experiences that I was going through at the time. And so, like, because I've written diss songs about other artists, but then I thought about it in a sense that, like, I don't want to give someone that time of day like that.
Brilliant. I think those are something that obviously I think everybody gets to a point where one of those come out some way, maybe not a full on one, but something in it. And I feel like the only time that happens is when it's affected you to the point where it's like gotten personal. That makes sense.
Exactly. Like you can, you can say shit that righteously it could portray to fucking 10 different bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it sucks it's that way though, because rap at its core was never like that. Like it sucks that country rap but I think and nobody should take this the wrong way. I feel like country rap is almost like the sheltered version of rap in a sense.
To me,
I almost feel like country rap. The only thing I can praise country rap for versus regular rap is we ain't out here shooting motherfuckers.
Oh Christ!
No, it's shelter. It's shelter. I believe, in my opinion, sometimes I look at it as 100% shelter.
But I don't want it to be like it shouldn't get to that.
It's because it's friendly. It's friendly. If you want to look at it in a rap term, if you're looking at it as a rap fan, the first thing in my day they would call this is friendly. We're friendly. Y'all are in here on panel together talking to people. Y'all friendly. That's what I would get.
Country rap is the fucking high school lunch table of fucking hip hop, like especially like country rap beef. That is the high school lunch table.
I can agree with that. But I feel like that. I feel like, man, I believe.
Not even on fucking Twitter or any other fucking app that's popping. They don't get on Facebook and fucking tweet their little fingers off and say this. And but then they ain't never gonna do a goddamn thing about it other than fucking just pop back and forth. Whatever the fuck.
Right, like, dude, I have given bitches my number to call me.
We produce for motherfuckers that actually died.
Yeah. I just that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's a sheltered and no disrespect to it, because to be honest with you, I feel like that high school lunch table builds a lot of respect within that fanship, that fan community.
Yeah.
These fans love the one another in the chat that support these fans. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's how we can keep it, to a level of, because you don't want it to get to where, people are getting hurt.
Mm-mm.
Speak your mind all day, but that's where.
Well, nobody should get hurt. That's crazy. That, to me, that's just psychotic.
Rappers and shit getting shot and killed and stuff like that.
Stupid.
Like,
that's stupid.
I don't ever get to that level with people, and
that's why I like country rap in the sheltered lane.
I've had friends OD. I've had friends, you know what I'm saying? And it like this lighter leash is my homie JB. I filmed The Dirty South, Locked and Loaded, Don't Want to Go Home. I feel like I filmed some other shit there, but he fucking, dude, my homie fucking died, man. He fucking overdosed. Not this past Halloween or not October, but the October before. And like, a lot of shit is fucking pointless, dude. And people don't realize it. Like, they feed into the adrenaline and the high off of what it's like to feel like that in the moment. And nobody wants to, respond. Like, I was going through some shit here recently, and I was going to take my time responding.
Don't forgive me for my.
And then I realized that this person takes it not, and instead of staying private with it, they go public.
Right.
But then expected me not to go public with it. Why in the fuck would you think you have any right to go public and bitch me down to where I can't fucking say shit back? I'm supposed to keep it in the DMs. Fuck no. I gave this person my number and they refused to call me. They demanded an apology and refused to call me. Like,
that's why I said that's why that it goes. I hate to bring it up again, but it goes back to that same idea. You got to become that businessman and that musician, that producer. You got a producer. You got somebody that can make your beats. You got somebody that can put the music out. I mean, you got a plan. So, in all reality,
I'm going to keep doing exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, I wouldn't change nothing.
I'm not out here hating on anybody. If you think I am, if the shoe fits, so fucking.
No. I mean, I would stick to that mindset of the marketing ideas that you got, the opportunities that you got. I would definitely push that, and I wouldn't. What I'm saying is what you're talking about, that I don't give a shit attitude. What you're saying makes a lot of sense if you take that also and apply it to, I'm gonna make music, I'm gonna market myself, I'm going to be the independent artist making mainstream moves. Meaning you're going to do, hey, if you're how cool would it be one day to tell your family, yo, I'm in that video game. Oh yeah, how'd you do that? Oh, I called them up, made the song, and they liked it. They thought it was dope, and they paid me for it. That to me is an independent move.
Exactly the way we have been thinking.
We gotta.
Yeah.
That's exactly the way we've been thinking.
Run it.
Fucking John Diamond was in one of the NBA 2K games. I think.
Oh yeah, John Diamond was an NBA.
I think it was 2K21.
2K21.
We made it 2K21.
Yeah, run those things. Like, I don't get it.
No. That was 22.
Even movies, man. There's so many different movies. Even like, look, people, you can speak Japanese a little bit, right? So if you had to elaborate a little bit, man, if you could speak other languages, I would be doing. People would hate me. That's why people would like me. I would be rapping in different languages if I could. If it was a part of me who I was, I would be doing it.
Okay, so part of when I quit my job. In April, it'll be a year since I quit my job to do music full time. And this past year, I have progressed more than I've ever progressed yet, and it's because I've been applying those ideas. Like you said, like if I want to challenge mainstream, I got to think mainstream and make mainstream moves independently. And so that's what we started doing in 2022. Ever since I quit my job, my boyfriend and I, February 19th will actually be, his birthday will actually be 1 year since we met. And it just, I spilled my drink. Anyways, my bad. It's okay. It's just a little bit.
All right then.
Well, actually been 1 year since I met, and it's just like everything has gotten, it's healthy. I've got a good support system. We're all throwing ideas back and forth. You know, like my boyfriend's got his own thing. I got my own shit. And so with the music and stuff, I'm focusing on like, and that's why I say like I'm just, everything I've been doing, I'm going to keep doing. But now it's how do I market it without having to waste all my money on marketing? That when I spend money on, you know,
you don't use, you have a stronger tool than that though. Like, do you, okay, check this out. Look at it like this. Rap. They used to shove CDs in your face on the corner of the stores, in the blocks, out the trunk, right? No. You don't got to do that. But you use that same, eventually somebody grabbed that CD, heard that and read it. You don't have to use CDs. You take your music, you make a plan in your head. I'm going to make a song for X, Y, or Z. Every day, you email that thing to every company you could think of that has to do with that every day. And eventually, they're going to either tell you to stop or they're going to say, yo, that's dope. What is it going to take for us to use this? So you leave us alone.
Yep.
And if they don't like it, then you use that attitude of, you know what? These people ain't going to talk about me. I'm going to do what I want. And you can say, all right, bet. And then you send it to 5 more different companies you find and you keep going.
If you talk about you, so what?
Yep. That's how I feel.
Like, so what? Like, it's so funny. Like, people in my, like on Facebook or TikTok or something, you know, like I try to respond to everything because that interaction, Facebook and all that shit, they know when you respond back, regardless of what it is. And, you know, it will say,
you know where I seen Sham? You know where I seen?
Know that the next day, not as many people's going to see my shit.
Nope.
So I'll give those, you know, not, I don't want to necessarily say smart ass. What is the word I'm looking for?
Like ignorant, ignorant
type shit.
Shout
ignorant.
Okay, he does that shit too.
Yeah, and
fucking perfect.
People think, you know, like I feel some type of way, but I'm not mad at all. I could care less that a motherfucker's on here calling me a dying cow. Like, bitch, what the fuck?
Right.
Oh my God. Bitch, I'm a cow.
I found Sham. So I didn't know that you, okay, so I actually found him and then found out that he was involved in your music. So I already knew who you were. And then he was eating some, he was
shit.
You were eating something. You were eating hot things, I think, with some dude. You had sunglasses on. You guys were wasted, bro. You were having a great time. I'm like, yo, this dude is cool as shit. What is he doing here? So I started researching. Oh, because it had to have been somebody. So I was like, oh, he does music. I think you said it actually. I think you might have said something about, oh, I made that beat or something in the video.
Yeah.
So you said something because you guys were talking more than you were eating hot things, I felt like at some points. But it was fine. It was fun. It was chill to watch. But then I found out you made her music. I was like, that's dope.
Yeah, I tend to do that a pretty good bit. If that particular episode has some shit I'm nervous about, I'll try to put this shit off as much as I can. I want to fucking eat the shit. Like when we started that fucking show, like it's on TJ Freak's Facebook, by the way. But damn, the first episode we did the fucking Pocket One Chip Challenge.
I wasn't there. I didn't come into like episode.
That was one of the worst fucking days of my life. I swear to God.
Actually, you're right, dude. It is on Facebook. So I knew Sham in his music before I knew. Oh my God. Because bro, that's insane.
That's why I didn't know that. I thought you knew her first.
I knew you because, and then this is even crazier. So I think Vic said it, and who else? I just was talking about it. Somebody else said your name. Oh man. They're like, yo, he's so dope. He just needs more what did they say? More attention, not attention, more.
If it's by means of like what I do, like artist wise and shit like that.
It was just your quality, your beats, your overall as a producer. That's what it was directed at. I didn't even know you did your own music. You know what I mean? They were straight like, yo, if you need something done, he's the most underrated one, and you probably get it for way less than you're gonna pay for anybody that can do it.
So I will put this out there. Was it only you with me and Ben?
You mean like a one fucking song? Yeah, okay. Only.
Let me put this out here. So I do prefer to write my own music. If I can relate to it, Sham's written one of my songs. One of my songs. Right. Like, you know, we'll go back and forth and shit while we're doing shit. Like, say, like, I ain't got a bar or something, you know, he'll help me, you know, figure something out. But this song that I have with Ben Broswell, it's beautiful. It is fucking beautiful.
Well, that you got to do that. That's you're making it.
And it's so beautiful. It's called Only You
with Ben Braswell.
And it's a duet I have with Ben Braswell, and it is fucking beautiful. Like, it could be in movies. It could be in fucking movies.
I wrote it initially like I was damn near gonna keep the fucking thing for myself, but then it's like I didn't, because like when I sang, like I started writing it like mainly for Ben, but Ben's one kind of like her. He don't really like somebody to pen shit for him, but
when I heard it, I had
when
to.
I make
like,
shit for other people, it's like sometimes I'll get like in that person's voice, if that makes any fucking sense. Like, yeah. Maybe I'll try to pitch this to them and see if they want to fuck with it. So like I pitched it to fucking Benny and them. Like I've sent it to them at the same time, and I'll never forget what the fuck Ben takes me back to. As soon as I sent it to Ben, this motherfucker hit me and said, "Are you okay, dog?"
Yeah, no. Yeah, I was like, Sham, are you and Kat okay? Are y'all having problems?
Like, and I'm in the middle of a happy fucking marriage. Like, and the shit, it's like I was. Marriage was fucking fine. I was just in a fucked up headspace at the time. Like, I was real sad about, like, I think I just lost my grandma to ear and shit. And for some reason, like, a lot of it, like, it came out in, like, I was writing, like, breakup songs for some fucking reason. That was how I fucking
you dealt with
channeled it.
Yeah.
I don't know why that made sense, but fucking Only You came out of that, and she was like, I'll do it, Sham.
It was
crazy.
Because I couldn't put that out by myself.
Ain't it nuts how a lot of people will leave this earth and never know that because they were afraid to just try something different. They never knew that they could have been really dope at it. Like, just think about it. If you never decided to do music, your name as a musician would never exist. There would never be a Stormie Leigh. It would not. So you got to look at that across the board in every aspect of life. Music. Huh?
I said Stormie Leigh's on my birth certificate. I don't know if any like.
Okay, then maybe not Stormie Leigh, but there wouldn't be music for Stormie Leigh. It would be whatever else you were doing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, as an artist, like, I just try. And no offense to Shannon.
That's pretty dope. That's dope. That's your name. That's cool.
Yeah, I just tried to. I just feel like that's with my authenticity is. I try to be as me as possible. Like, oh, what is it off the movie Big Fish? I've been me ever since the day.
Hey, who named you? Your mom or your dad? Did they both collectively name you?
So my mom had 2 daughters from a previous marriage, and her and my dad had a bet that if I was a boy, my mom would get to name me since she had never had a boy, and if I was a girl, my dad would get to name me. I'm so glad my dad won. I would have been. My dad's name is James. It's not bad, but I would have been Jamie. I'm not Jamie. Yeah. I like my name, Stormie Leigh.
Yeah. No, hey, I would every Mother's Day or something, she would get an extra special gift. Because if my mom named me something cool like that I could just use, I wouldn't want to be named Captain Kirk because that don't fit. But that's a dope name.
That sounded bad. I love my mom too.
They should have took my last name and made a good first name that fit. That was dope like that. That was a good idea. Shout out to your mom because that's a good name.
Well, no,
Stormie.
My dad won the bet.
Oh, your dad. Shout out to your dad. Sorry. Your mom can have the shout out to. Shout out to your parents because that's a dope name.
You said that name.
Yeah, my dad's name is James.
That's right.
And his last name is James. See, everything happens for a fucking reason.
Like, look at Jesse James. Jesse James, shout out to Jesse James's parents because that's a dope name too. It just works. Yeah. You can't be named Fred Wilson. Your name can't be named Fred Wilson and maybe that kind of fits too. That's like Ron Wade.
Sam's name is Tyler Roy James, and he hates.
No,
I'm sorry, Roy Tyler James, but he wanted, and I hate it for him so much because he's like, I wish I would have been like Roy James, bitch, but.
Oh man, good. Are you a junior, dog? Are you a junior?
My fucking government instead of going Shamu the Panda. Like I would have been, I'm Roy James, bitch. But
Shamu the Panda works.
It sounds cuddly as fuck. So like,
you got a panda tattooed on.
There's Jesse B, Stormie. Shout out Jesse B. I seen Hard Target in here too a little bit ago.
I think I seen that motherfucker. If he's still in this bitch, what's happening? God damn it. I think last time I seen him was at a catfish shooting. He looked about drunker than hell. I was too. But
Yo, I love Trailer May Records so much. I got them tatted when I went because they were the first group that I interviewed. They did a show down here, and so I really thought that the music industry there was nothing but love. I thought like most artists were like, "Yo, what's good?" Like I realized coming into this, I'm like, "Yo, this person's got one person on the team." Like and when I seen Trailer Made had a camp, yo, at their show, they all had Trailer Made shirts on. You had Dirty, you had Hard Target, you had Simple Man, you had the Sticks, you had Bread. I mean, I'm like, yo, this is what I've been looking for. So I just kind of, it was like, that's a no brainer. This is why I believe in country rap, because I believe that eventually these walls will come down a little bit and artists inside, outside. I mean, look at some of the big artists doing names with like Boosie and look, Ski Mask Cowboy just did a song with Afro Man. He was on tour with Afro Man. Nobody even knows who Ski Mask Cowboy is. It's not even existing. But eventually, one day, hopefully, all y'all will be written in history as the beginning. You know what I mean?
I hope so. Like I'm just out here. I don't like to think that I chose this life. Like I chose to do music, yes. But I didn't choose to have any of the experiences that I had. You know what I'm saying? Like I chose to start working. And so everything else comes with it. And like I feel like that kind of goes back to the, with the whole, if I can change anything, it would be, that we all work together more. That we all.
I'll let you talk about your life. If I could change anything about my life, it wouldn't be.
Hey, shout out to my mom, because my dad's an idiot. And look at this. My mom just said, Captain Kurt, your daddy wanted to name you Hezekiah. My dad would have named me Hezekiah. I would have lost my mind. I would have. I think that's what she says there, Hezekiah.
What state were you born in?
Arizona. It must be an Indian tribe or something.
Oh, 70 years of my life, I thought I was Cherokee Indian. Dog, I'm Porch Creek fucking Indian.
Yeah, that's insane. If my dad would have named me Hezekiah, I would have lost my mind. I'm definitely, when I get some merch, I'm getting Hezekiah on the front of one of my shirts.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. Shout out to Hezekiah. Anybody named Hezekiah that ever watches this, if that ever happens, shout out to you. Because I'd have lost my mind if my name was Hezekiah.
And it's biblical Kurt.
Yeah, it's biblical Kurt. That's what that is.
That sounds like somebody put an H in front of us.
Bro, I would have wore sandals every day, everywhere I went. Freezing cold sandals. Kurt would have been in sandals. I wouldn't have been Kurt. I'd have been Hezekiah. Jeez, man.
I feel like that's not.
That's funny.
That's some shit that's not gonna be.
Yo, you know what's crazy too is I'm glad Jessie popped in here. Hopefully she sees the front side of this, because check this out. So your music is like, you sing, right? But you got your sound is very unique singing.
I gotta be honest. Y'all gotta put me on, Jess. I ain't quite heard it yet.
Bro, you gotta listen, and this is why. Check this out.
No,
This is
so I've
important.
listened to her raps. The only singing I've heard of hers was like on her little Instagram videos and stuff.
You gotta watch it. So this is why I'm telling you it's important. So if you got the music as a female that just makes like a different type, like the females you're making stand up and punch somebody in the face is a different pocket than she is. She's making music, like, to be real with you, sometimes when I'm working and I'm angry, I'll throw Jessie B on, because she's got that, her cadence is different. Your music is like, it's not that you have that cadence, but it's a different, like, your attitude. You guys have different attitudes. So in a pocket where you have two female artists, you're gonna have these type of people and these type of people. So with that, that's good. That's good to play off of. You know what I mean? Like, as you're moving through, it's good to have another one that you're comparable, very comparable. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, but that shit.
You have the same history on why you started music, like you stumbled into it. She stumbled into it later on in life. She didn't do music her whole life. She enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. You had some hardship. She had some hardship. You both. So somebody that's going to relate to your sound.
What's happening? Hey,
yeah.
Fucking hell. I fucking, man, I told him I was going to send him something for
Jericho.
I forgot. Jericho.
Shout out to Jericho.
Yeah.
Shout out Jericho. Y'all go follow him.
I was gonna send him something for Heath's latest name, and I fucking forgot like 3 times in a row, and I don't even know if it's still on the table right now. And I feel like a dick. I never did send anything. Just
stretch my legs.
Christ.
Mhm.
Legs.
Shelly says, Captain Kurt reacts, I want to come up. Please, I love Stormie. Well, Shelly, she
I love you
appreciates
too, Shelly.
Yeah, she appreciates your love.
Shelly.
See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of times, like, fan engagement is so important in anything you do. I mean, you could be a painter on. Look at the guys that mow the grass. You ever seen the videos of the dudes that cut the grass? The grass is overgrown in the yards, and these people go out and mow the grass. You ever see those? Oh my gosh, these guys, these lawn crews will find these yards and these
shit, but it's like mad. It's like one of them shits where you see somebody like paint or clean some shit up or whatever the hell, like. And you'll be looking at it, not knowing that you like looking at it for like hour, like not an hour or whatever the fuck, but like you just ain't skipped the video and you just kind of like just space out looking at this motherfucker clean up a wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen him clean the wall.
Yeah, well, no, these guys, what these dudes do is they'll find this big yard. They'll go through a neighborhood and they'll find a yard that looks like it ain't been cut in years. And they'll go, hey, we'll cut your yard for free. And they find out they're a nurse or an old woman or whatever. They do a good deed. Well, they'll have thousands of people watching them cut yards live. And I'm like, what? These dudes will be blowing. They'll come over. They'll say, oh, yeah. And they'll talk to their fans. They'll engage. Dude, I just watched their fan base grow every time I watch a new video. And it's like.
Was cutting grass down in Florida. Like he was doing landscaping for money. And he tripped over a rock. And like, I guess the lawnmower somehow or another ran over his foot. And he lost like 3 of his fucking toes. Yeah. The only thing was just how many like fucking subscribers do you think that man will have right now if he was going live when his toes got cut off?
There was a girl.
Well, it's really the fan engagement is what I'm saying. Like if you don't engage with your fans and your fans don't know, like I was saying, you don't know who somebody is. Like people have learned a lot about you tonight. They've learned about your character, what you stand for. You know what I mean? Like somewhat of a look into who you are. So when your song comes out and people kind of understand your stance on life, they listen to your song a little differently than, let's say, somebody that doesn't know you and they look at your image. You're going to get judged. Humans are designed to judge. When we're growing up, our parents, everybody said, judge everybody around you. Don't talk to strangers. Stay away from people you don't know. As you get older, you get taught not to judge. That's incorrect. That's a stupid way to teach people. You turn 18 now, you don't judge people because if you do, you're wrong. No, you keep judging and understanding the growth of somebody. So you got to let people know a little. People are afraid of that.
Well, and it makes sense though, like, because you know, you have your first impression on something.
Yes.
But until you understand it, like you can judge something without, you know, disrespecting it or hating it or, you know, trying to put it down type shit. Like try to understand it. It's like back in the day, what was magic and shit, you know, witches and stuff, whatever the fuck. You know, they were killed, you know, for whatever, just because people didn't understand what they were trying to say.
It turned out to be
like,
hey, to be real with you, I can show you. You can watch me ride a jet ski all day long. In all reality, you have no idea what I'm doing. Same idea when you listen to somebody rap. You could listen to them all day long rapping, but in reality, you have no idea who that person is.
Mm-hmm.
And if you judge somebody too hard off their music, then you might not like them.
Yeah, I've tried to be more vocal. Like since I quit my job, which, you know, I haven't been going live like I was in 2022 and shit, which, you know, we're getting out of the holidays and shit. But that's why I try to comment back to everybody. I try to, you know, engage as much as I can. Because I'm not, like, you can get along with me. You can debate with me. Like, I feel like I can healthily, you know, debate in a healthy way. Healthily is what I was trying to say.
Healthily.
Yeah, healthily. I can debate in a healthy way. Like, it, because we all have our different views. And just because you don't agree with me doesn't mean that, you know, I've got to act upon certain shit. Like we can disagree or agree to disagree or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
There's a comment that came up on here about saying that champagne girl. Oh, sorry. Damn. What the fuck she said? Constructive criticism is cool, just not slating. It's not constructive criticism. There's a line between constructive criticism and just straight up being like.
Yeah, there's a fine, like constructive criticism has explanation behind it. Why do you feel
God damn, why
why do you feel the way you feel behind your opinion upon this? Say if you don't like something, it's not constructive criticism.
No, I don't. To me, like, so check this out. You say you went through a lot of hardship in your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not a lot. Well, I guess based off of what you said, it seems like you dealt with some things in your life. I look at the things I've dealt with in life, and look, I've sat in jail cells. I've dealt with crazy murderers in the same vicinity, sleeping 2 beds over.
Mhm.
I don't give a rat's ass what anybody has to say about what I'm doing. Like,
Mhm.
I really stress that so hard because at the end of the day, when I look through my comments and I see that, as soon as I read one negative part of it, I move out, because if it's negative to the point where it's disrespectful, I don't got time for it. I look at people that are going to tell me you suck and this is why. You're right.
Throw up the rock out hands. Just
Yeah, or blow them kisses. That's my thing.
Yeah, I do. I like to blow kisses and I put little black hearts on everything.
Yeah. I appreciate you. And to be honest with you, I read them. I do, and sometimes it does piss me off, but I don't.
Go ahead.
I eat that up. I eat it up.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like what keeps the drive going. You know,
yeah,
it's
you gotta have that.
Prove this person wrong type shit. And even though you really don't have anything to prove,
Man.
it's like everything you thought about yourself and the drive you have for yourself. Those types of comments just validate the way you feel about yourself even
That's
more.
One of the things I feel like keeps me more like behind the scenes, like just like I'll do hooks and like make beats and shit, and that's because like TJ's gotten used to it, and maybe one day I'll get used to the shit. But like if I go through and like read comments on every fucking thing, I feel like I drive myself fucking crazy because I could get a million fucking good.
Shelly.
Yeah, you will. But if you keep up with them,
daughter, and I love you.
hey, if you keep up with your comments, like if you look every couple days or whatever and try to keep up as much, like premieres, you got to look early. First few days, you got to stay on it. But after that, if you look every couple days, it's easy to stay on comments. But if you think of your fan base, like you have to. I'm a very comparable person. Like if you have a house, you got to have a roof, you got to have a floor. If you got a car, you got to have a car and tires. Like you got to have a top and a bottom to everything in life. You're successful, you got to have failures. If your fan base, you're gonna have fans that love you. You're gonna have fans that kind of love you. You're gonna have fans that kind of like you. You're gonna have fans that hate you, and you gotta have a bottom.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's something too. Like it's the shit that gets me is like I preach that shit to so many fucking people, but like it fucks with me to where like I can go through comments and see like one bad comment and that's just gonna stick with me all fucking day. And I've gotten to where it's like not as bad as it used to be, but like that shit still just, and not even just about me. I can read it about like her or like my twin or like something like, and that shit will be like, well, fuck you, like but it's.
I've had judges say those things though. Like that's the way I don't know, bro. I feel what you're saying because I've been what you're talking about. I took it so personal, like they were saying it to my face or to my mother, or you know what I mean. Like it really.
When you see these people in person, those are going to be the first people to come up and hug you and take a picture with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's so fucking wild.
And it's like that's the fact that my twin brother even got that shit before I did. I don't know how the fuck I'm still like, and I'm not as bad as what I used to be, but I still like I won't read comments and shit like that for real. Like I just can't, because I've always been like a little more fucking touchy than TJ, I guess. When it comes to shit that I don't fucking know. I play cooler. And I can be cooler, but like just I don't know. You touched the wrong fucking button. Shannon motherfuck somebody real quick.
I just try to look at these. I just try to look at these comments honestly, just like you said, Stormy. Those will be the first people that come up to you and take a picture. So when I see this, I reference like writing the note to the crush in school. You would say a lot in those notes or a lot in your text message, but the game was never the same. So I look at these as comments and just people wanting to press keys, and they feel like when they say that, they know they're going to grab the attention of the chat, which is going to give them the attention. The artist is going to feel some type of way. And to be honest with you, it muddies the water of the artist. That's the sad part. Like all your focus gets shifted based on a judgment of, should I make this again in similarity, or do I have to deal with these people in it? Regardless of how you feel as a person about what you're doing, you really truly start to think, yo, maybe I shouldn't make it like that, because look at all this hate I'm getting. In all reality, those haters actually like it.
That's the realest fucking shit about it. And I think that's what I'm trying to. That's for 2023, like that. And I feel like I've been on this tip for a while, but just given everything going on, the past months, whatever the fuck, and just the way things have played out, it makes me realize why I need, like, I don't care what anyone has to say about what I do.
Good.
I'm going to make music. Like, I should not have to. Nobody should be scared of any fucking body, whether it's a female being scared of another female, a female being scared of a man being scared of a fucking female, a man being scared of a man. It don't matter. No artist should feel like they should have to be scared or pressured. Even if someone's sitting here, until someone tags you personally and they want to say something, and then righteously, even when they do, like, are they really, what are they trying to intimidate you, or do they really have validation behind your shit? Because as long as you stand your ground and you know that you were true to yourself, you ain't the fucking nobody, and you have every right to not be scared, to not to do whatever the fuck you want to do with your shit, your craft. Fuck them.
Even if they have just an opinion and their opinion is negative, I don't mean I gotta like it. It's an opinion.
Yeah, and then people get mad that you got an opinion about their opinion. Like, it's not necessarily about your opinion. It's you just said that you don't like it, and I'll be like, okay, well, I do. Or just some kind of fucking whatever the fucking
No, if you have an opinion, it's not that. It's people. That's the thing. My opinion might be that I like blue. You might like pink. That's okay. Yeah. At the end of that, there shouldn't even there shouldn't. You don't have to thank me for that. You don't have to tell me anything. There shouldn't even been a comment back. If I told you it sucked and you said, okay, well, I like it. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit. Like, people will come on my stuff, and like I said, I try to comment back to everything. And if I say anything against what they say, it's like, oh, well, if you can't take criticism, you shouldn't be an artist. Like, they act like an artist can't speak back.
Dog, I don't deal with that.
I will say whatever I want to say when I want to say.
Well, you got to keep respect to the brand in a sense, but you're right.
Take a comment. I say that like I'm finna fight. Oh, I'm pushing.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to.
Like, well, you got a song called "Bad Bitch Language," so you're keeping it real to what you're doing. I mean,
I'll say that shit like I'm finna jam solid balls, motherfuckers.
I know.
God, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got the money for them goddamn plane tickets for that shit.
But look, I do got to get out of here soon because my wife's birthday's tomorrow.
I've been on this bitch for almost 2.5 hours. I told you we can fucking talk too.
Why
you're good.
Some shit. Do you want to close out on some unreleased, or you just want to go on here and get off?
No, we could do that. But make sure before you guys leave, you shout your channels out because I want everybody in here that watches this to know where to go. Because I'm telling you, bro, like I didn't realize the amount of producers that really move and shake things, and you don't understand who. I wish artists put more of an emphasis on who their producer was. That's why I said shout out to you, Stormie, for doing that. That's dope.
Dude, Shamu is my fucking producer, DJ extraordinaire. Like, I put him on the stage with me on my shows.
Yeah, she's
running my fucking tracks and shit for me.
Like, shit that I ain't even know that I was supposed to be doing. I ain't that for real like that. That shit she got me on.
Yeah, well, I mean, but there's things, he's taught me as well. Like, but that's part of being a team. We're a team at Drum Dummy. Just like, that's why I was glad to see, because, like, I had a song I thought that was coming out with Hard Target. He ended up, it was right before, I don't know if he signed, to Mako or whatever the fuck, but it was right before all that bullshit, and then Trailer Made come along. I was super happy to see all them guys, come together and do their own shit. Without relying on someone else for fucking back. I will never fucking ever allow it. Me and Sham split our fucking music 50-50. I'm not going to split that with any fucking body else unless it's someone else in the fucking song. If you want to monetarily back me, you can get interest, ho.
All right. I agree.
Fuck. Like, the fuck?
I agree. Hey, you know what's crazy? One of the things that really blows my mind is the ones that do that seem like the ones that take it off on their own. Like, look at Trailer Made. Trailer Made's camp, and there's a few others that got a big camp like that. Outlaw Nation, they got a huge camp.
Outlaw Nation,
yeah. Shout out them, shout out Dirty and your boy Dirty, goddamn Hitman.
Your boy Dirty, yeah, bro. And look,
see, but Drum Dummy, I want Drum Dummy's the same way. We're a fucking team. You know what I'm saying? And
Hey,
I push fucking it fucking said what's your email?
Captain Kirk. Okay.
Yeah.
It's right there. You can get it
I'm a
anyways.
fucking idiot. Yeah.
But no, like with Drum Dummy, we got myself, we got fucking TJ, we got Sham, we got fucking Sun Sacred, we got fucking what is Croissant, motherfucking crazy fucking ass. Zilla Gorilla, motherfucking. We got the fucking rapper back there in the other motherfucking studio. We got Trig.
I don't want
we got
nobody
fucking.
Get this misconstrued. Drum Dummy is not a goddamn like a music label. We ain't got no sign. Drum Dummy are producers. These are all motherfuckers.
Drum Dummy is all independent motherfuckers working together independently. We don't sign motherfuckers. We work as a team.
That's what's up.
Make money off of anybody. We're trying to make money together. And that is exactly what we do here. And that is why if you don't bring shit to the table, you can't sit at our fucking table. Sorry.
That's what's up.
Rude,
but... ciphers and symphonies, like did you see the symphony that Coca did?
I'm not familiar with that. No.
I was supposed to be sent a beat or something.
That he did. I think you might be talking about, I think maybe there's another one from, I don't know, but he did one that just came out. There was 14 artists on it, and oh my gosh, man.
Is it good? I feel like I did hear something about the country rap symphony.
You probably did. It was everywhere.
We sent a beat. I never got it, but then I think I saw like a link or something to YouTube. It was just released.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy because the way I look at it is this way: if you got one fish trying to bring back food to a whole herd of fish, how or three fish even, how successful are they going to be to feed 50 fish? Not very successful. But if all 53 fish are swimming upstream and just the other 3 fish are a little bit further up the stream, wouldn't it make sense that pond would be fruitful of fish in it? Like,
hang around.
Yeah, it's insane, man. I just don't understand why people don't try to. Yeah, it's weird. Like everybody wants love. We all need love and support. Like, share, subscribe, love, share, But then when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, ain't nobody doing that.
If it benefits
nobody, but go ahead, my bad.
Got to do it to benefit somebody else. Ain't gonna make no damn sense. Shit.
Did you pull up PMS?
I got it. I got to make sure it'll play right here. Hold on.
That way they hit
Hold on. I gotta connect.
So before we start, all right, so this is
about,
an unreleased song, so I know it's not going to get tagged whatsoever. But this is me and Cham drunk as fuck at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and we went ham. It's back and forth. It is fucking. It reminded me of what is that fucking what's the song where you can just play it.
It was Chicken Head.
Chicken Head. Yes. You're right,
bro. You know what I love? I love 808s. I love bass in country rap. I feel like some of the country raps, and I know, see, what's crazy is you can say all day long you ain't country rap. I'm always gonna have you in my mind because that's what I tend to listen to. And the bass in country rap is important. The sound in country rap is important. But I love when the 808s are in that thing. Bam, 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 bam. Knocking pictures off the wall. JJ Hughes made the 16-bar challenge that I did. And, yeah. I love it.
But yeah, we roasted each other on this shit. Like we pretended we was a couple, and just like was like, all right, I came in drunk and we argued.
Yeah,
and that was
cool.
He told us live. He's like, Cat, look, me and Stormie are gonna be yelling at each other like we're fighting, like on some fuck you bitch type shit. He's like, but everything's okay. Cat told us the next morning. She's like, y'all started yelling and Shook stood up on the bed.
My dog woke up. He was fucking scared.
All right, bet I'm gonna run it. Ready? This is what PMS featuring Shamu the Panda.
Oh, I know good and damn well that I ain't go to work for my house to feel like hell when I get home. When the fuck you touch that AC, bitch? If you chilly, go get you a blanket.
Wait, what? Who the fuck you talking to? I ain't seen no money and the power bill's overdue. And if you ain't noticed, the lights ain't on either. I had to throw everything we had out the freezer.
God forbid you go without your pizza rolls or your nuggets. Guess we eating ramen noodles for supper again. Yeah, I remember giving you my card and a pen. Now we both with it, but I see you got your toes did.
Bitch, I could've made it something if I had my garden. But your drunk ass come in at 4 in the morning. Pissing on my peppers, sleeping on my strawberries. Your fat ass is too heavy for my little ass to carry.
See, why you bringing up old shit? And what the fuck that got to do with my natty feeling like warm piss? And since we talking about somebody getting passive, what about when I drug you out the neighbor's cow pasture?
Oh shit, that was just last week. You must have forgot, cause of how much you drink. See, I've been keeping tabs since you acting the same. It wasn't cows that you thought that you seen, it was donkeys. Jackasses like the jackass talk. I'm fucking sick of yo he haul. I'm out to Amber hurt your shit if you keep on talk. Time to sober up, bitch, drinking some coffee.
Bitch, why don't you make me a Uber Eats order? Cause we ain't got no running water. And you sick of me when I'm sick of this trailer smelling like blunts and body odor. Bitch been nasty since October. You bum ass hustler, and you can pull that Amber Heard if you wish. But I just wish you looked as good as that bitch. I'd rather have a rich hoe take a shit on my pillows and all my covers than to listen to a nagging ass musty motherfucker.
Nagging? Probably. Musty? Bitch? When the last time you seen a deodorant stick? Matter of fact, when the last time you see your dick? How the fuck a grown man get so thick? Can
That
you
was
see a
Oh
trunk, baby
my
elephant? Matter of fact, try and touch your feet. I bet your ass catch a cramp before your ass can reach. But I bet you do this shit before you wash your ass and brush your teeth. You ugly bitch.
Shh, give that shit a rest. And when the last time you seen a tuba Chris?
No, bitch, that's your breath.
Oh, this is your breast, cause you a walking fucking miss. Dumb asshole.
my
So what the
God.
fuck you say about the bill, bitch? Cause I know for goddamn sure I gave you this motherfucking
Shut
card.
your fucking mouth.
Motherfucker,
No, you ain't
you stank
What
mouth
the
ass.
hell do you think you talking?
Bitch, I swear for fucking God, bitch, you just
Shut
like
your
your
mouth,
motherfucking mom.
stink.
Bitch, I'll blow my breath in your mama face, motherfucker. I swear for God,
Oh
bitch, I'll
my
shit.
God.
Fucking breast stink, though.
Bitch, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Fuck you, you ain't shit.
When I first said your breath stank, dude, I
Oh.
lost my shit and started laughing. You can hear it in the song.
Yo, you know what's crazy is Caparo is right. That reminds me of like old school, like, and it's got such an old school vibe, like an old school, the way it was set up, how you were coming in, jabbing at him and jabbing at him, and then he was coming in, jabbing at you and jabbing at you. That's an
Yeah.
that's an old head way to do it. Like that's, and it's crazy because I can envision a wife standing there washing the dishes and this husband sitting playing video games, just so pissed off. And they're both mad as hell. And she's slamming the dishes. She's washing them, slamming them in the, and he's just over there, smoking a blunt, just playing the video games. And she smacks the fucking headset off. Bro, I could see that across the world right now. And the husband gets up and turns that song on. But that's gonna happen in real life after that song's put on, and that song's gonna come on. People are gonna be fighting. Like my son, when my son was being an ass, bro, I would sing this, sir. I would say, Chili's baby back bitch. And he would get so mad, dude. He would be like, ah. But I wouldn't sing it to him. I would just sing it through the house.
Song,
And he
but
would
I'm
be
stealing the fuck out that line.
people are,
I'll give you credit on the back end. I'm stealing Chili's baby back bitch. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm taking the fuck out there.
yeah. So I'm telling you, people are gonna be throwing that on when they're gonna be mad at their girl. They're gonna put it in the shower. They're gonna be singing it in the shower. Be, baby, you heard his new Stormie?
I don't even know what.
Hey, come listen to this. Open the
Beating
door.
on the wall.
That was a fucking 2.5 minute argument. That's all that fucking
Dude,
song.
it, like we
Oh.
wrote that shit bar for bar. Like he just pulled up the beat, and like he wrote. He started with his shit. I would write a line. I started falling out about the time talking about how a grown man gets so thick. Sham wrote that line, and because TJ was even like, "Damn, dog, she roasts you like that,"
Like,
and then Sham's like, "No, I roast myself like that, dog."
Yeah,
Well,
dope.
like at that point, it was already about time to go to bed, right?
Yeah,
But
it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm
drunk.
tired.
I'm drunk in hell, and I'm like, no, we're gonna keep this going. She couldn't
See,
fucking
that's
to roast me back with. I'm like, say, how can a grown man get so thick? She looked at me like, how the fuck? Like, look at
Hey,
my.
that's-
I come up with the can't even see your baby elephant or whatever the fuck, like little truck down there.
that's the
I said that
creative.
line, and then I was like, I don't know where to go from there.
Hey, that's the creative judgment that gets blocked out or gets obscured when somebody starts putting disrespectful judgment into what you're doing. Cause that's cool, but a lot of people, that's dope. And I know in your mind, you're like, man, people are going to take this the wrong way. Essentially. And that was created from people hating on somebody. Like, that's cool. I will put that thing out. I would bang that. I would put tampons and gang. I will put tampons and video controllers on the thumbnail and send that thing.
Yeah. No, okay, so he mentioned.
Because the video games are always okay until it's that time of the month. And then it's, oh, man, you got to get off the gaming bit. Where you just start streaming on Twitch
Babe, if
next?
you're watching this, I love you.
I'm
And
just
it's
kidding, babe. Me
like
too. I love you too.
video games.
Thank
Like,
God, Cat's never been that fucking way about me. I promise. I've got like.
I get on work.
Hey, she lets me play too. I'm kidding.
Man, leave that man alone. He on the game, bro. Like, shit.
I love him.
Yeah.
I
Well,
love
see, hey, that's what's up. He's gonna put the song on. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna call Sham. I'm playing video games.
Don't call me. Hey.
Okay, look. So skip 3 and 4. This song. All right. So this song is going to be on the Toxic Pete. I don't know if I want to do like a Toxic Pete album or just release it because
It's just
all my
probably-
music is
we'll
so
just put it as a
different.
fucking
And
single,
I've
man.
got, I got country sounding shit. I got country rock sounding shit. I got like Baptized by Wolves. I feel like it's more, like straight rock almost. I got very popish shit. I don't know if I want to do like a Toxic Pete EP or if I just want to put, continue to release singles the way I have.
That song itself, shit. I've been on the fence about like what to even put that with, cause like the sample in that motherfucker sounds kind of like ducked off though. Like
ducked off on a duck.
Yo,
yeah.
You know what's weird to me? How come artists don't ever like trade things?
What do you mean?
Like let's say, should I use artists as an example, or you understand? So say I'm a rapper, right? Say I make this song called Helmet Head, right? And then you're an artist, you're a rapper, you're a country rapper, whatever. You name your song Butterfly Wishes, and you want. And I'm like, you know what? Let me jump on Butterfly Wishes, and you could jump on Helmet Head, and then you literally just go, and one's Stormie Leigh featuring Captain Kurt, the other one's Captain Kurt featuring Stormie Leigh, and it's just as simple as that.
Yeah,
And it's simple as that. It's there's no I need 33% on 33s and 30. No, I gave you my song. You take, and it don't matter. Eventually, what do you know? This guy that's got 65 subs and you got 16,000, 18, whatever it is, might eventually go, and that scale might switch.
What I was trying to do, so Shelby K hit me up. I think it was 2021. She hit me up. Back when she was signed with Average Joe's, wanted to do a song talking about, like everybody says this, blase, blase, and of course me, like, bitch, I don't care if you want to work with me or not. We did Ain't No Southern Belle.
Mm-hmm.
It was super dope, whatever. And then, all that shit fell through with her label deal, whatever the fuck. I'm proud of her for getting out of it, but anyways. So then I come up, with BBL, a couple years later, a year later, whatever the fuck, and that's partially what I was wanting to do was, she put me on a song. So it's like, okay, well, I'm going to put you on one of my songs. And I just feel like, that's how we, like, even when I met Sham and them, who was it, Drawdy, hit me up. We did some songs and shit together, whatever the fuck. I was in the original Shades of Georgia music video. It was originally Drawdy, TJ Freak, Trey Guthrie.
That was actually the first time you met TJ, right?
And yeah, it was the first time I met TJ. Drawdy, TJ Freak, Sam Rock, Trey Guthrie, and who else? No, it was just y'all to begin with, right?
Yeah, well, it was just TJ and Sam Rock to begin with. Yeah, well, I wasn't ever involved with
Well,
it.
and so we filmed a video to it. Well, then
other than recording TJ and Sam Rock shit.
Yeah, well then Drawdy did a remix, and he did. Who else did he add to it? He added the Lax. He added Colt Ford. He added. There was several artists added to it. And that's
the remix
what.
they shot in front of my house. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, I wasn't in the remix. Like the original video, I was just in. I wasn't on the song.
I think I
or
was
anything.
actually.
Drawdy just paid me, to be, because I've been in several videos like Shotgun Chains, Square Body Chevy video back in 2017, whatever the fuck. I was in it. That's when I'm trying to, trying to learn and figure out, my fucking tribe or whatever the fuck. And I mean, hell,
what? That's weird. Okay. So your tribe, you say your tribe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why not. Why don't people? So I guess I can't generalize it when I say people, but look at the groups, the independent. How do you call it a label? I don't think it should be called a label, but what happened to the old school crews where it was like, oh, Stormie Leigh, I don't want to classify anybody because I don't know, but different artists that you support their music within the genre that your music rolls around through, that just work together, that it don't have to be that.
Yeah, and see, and that's all like people so
that's
if
more
my
akin to what
music
the fuck.
sounds like your music, why am I not allowed to put your hashtag in my music?
No, not only even that. Like, why can't Why
Yeah.
can't Stormie Leigh every now and then just jump on tracks with, Coca? Or why can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that, but that could be labeled as a record label without anybody getting anything but their own.
Yeah, well, but that's why like Drum Dummy. That's why we say we're not a label at Drum Dummy.
Drum
because
Dummy is
Well, whatever, Drum Dummy. Yeah, there you go. That's
producers. We are
Yeah,
producers. Drum
I
Dummy
don't-
our production.
the
group.
issue I
yeah, that's different.
had with people.
We have artists we fuck with. and
Yeah.
That's what I mean though. Look at production teams, how they work. They work for the most part. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it seems like producers are more friendly with working and collaborating to understand different processes, more open maybe.
near as much as what like goes on.
I just feel like I've always had an issue. I'm down to work with anyone. Like Poe, me
Well,
and
that's how record labels are created though.
Yeah.
but record labels own your shit.
No,
I
not if
don't-
it's an independent record label. That's what I mean. Like a camp. If you got, check this out.
People try to
It depends on the contract you get off.
they want to own 50% of my catalog. They want to like, and it's always like back in 2017, like that's why shit felt like I have a whole album with Shotgun Shane that will never be released, just because everyone I was working around that time, certain people, and True Colors come out with them people ended up going to jail for some fucked up shit, like, and it was just wild, and like I'm in a room and I'm being told like. So 2017, I opened up. It was me, Shotgun Shane, and Big Murph at the Redneck Rave 2017. I was technically the first female to ever perform at the Redneck Rave, but they're not going to.
That's dope. Yeah.
And that's cool, whatever the fuck. But during that time, I'm being told by this motherfucker that I'm about to sign to Just in Time and other motherfuckers that I don't even want to fucking even say I was associated with because of shit that they got caught fucking doing because that's fucked up. Especially considering the experiences I've had as a child, as a female. But anyways,
Right.
and I'm being told that I'm signing this label. They're going to own my name, Stormie Leigh. They're going to get 50% of all my shit. Fucking, they controlled every fucking thing, and they made money off of it. But I didn't need anyone to make my music for me.
Right.
Like, my music was something like it didn't make sense to me, and I just remember being in this room, and I was nervous as fuck. I was in my younger 20s or mid 20s at this time, whatever the fuck, and it got to the point I'm in front of fucking who was it, Lex Lucasi, and I'm yelling at a grown man because he's trying to fucking it. I'm telling him I don't want to do this, and he's like, "Well, you just need to go on all these shows on the Redneck Rave, and you need to don't sign any contracts and just take your money." Well, my money would have been $250 fucking for 2 shows during a whole weekend. I'm paying to get out there. Like it don't make sense to me.
Right. Yeah,
And
it's not worth it.
Justin and I'm like, yo, like I don't want to sign to someone. I just need, I need y'all to help me with shows, help me fucking develop myself. And he's like, oh, well, that's what a label deal is. Like, fuck you. Now listen, you don't get to own my work that I'm coming up with. You can help me grow without taking from me like that. And every single offer I've ever had over all these years, whether it be from other artists, artists wanting to try to do their own labels, or even distributors that want to act like they're not trying to give me a record deal. When you send me something and it's got all this shit and you're going to own 50% of my work, you're going to license it for 7 years. I'm exclusive for 2 years. And I have to come up with 2 albums and an EP.
Yeah, but check this out. You're looking at it. I guess you're still that is you're correct. If that's a mainstream mindset in what I'm talking about. So like I do reactions, right? So I believe in Two Mother Truckers, Father Son Reacts, Kenny Reacts. Those are my people. At the end of the day, if I were to have to stop doing it and I wanted to support these people and try to continue to push their content because I wasn't, and I still even push it now while I'm doing it. To me, that is eventually someday, right? A goal will be to grow. So it's like a squad. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be a label and paid label. I can make my own. You can make your own. And we cannot look at it as, oh, well, because this individual is a little bit more successful. The more people do that, the more it becomes accepted. So I don't mind helping, grabbing some people if I have to, and people grabbing me. That's what's up.
And that's why I'm trying to, like, especially with everything going on right now, I agree.
Shout out to
Like, just I agree 100%, because with everything that I'm sitting here dealing with,
blind
it's like I'm not supposed to sit here and do shit. I don't care how I feel about someone, how you feel about someone. My experience is my experience, and
Right.
I should be able to create the way I want to create. And if I want to, you know, duet someone's shit that is publicly a duet, I should be.
Shout out to Blind Fury.
I just say I seen the comments when that motherfucker came.
Yo, what good?
God almighty. Hey, if that motherfucker's still watching, I still remember my boy Killer back in the day put me on, like, I think it was the BET freestyle they did. That was the most rappingest motherfucker I ever seen in my damn life. Jesus fucking Christ. Hey.
Right. I agree. He is.
I'll send you some fucking beat on. I'll send beats on love, baby. What's up? Shit.
It's dope. Yeah, man, I love this community for that. Like, that's my thing. A lot of people, I try to look past there's more love than there's a lot of people that lurk in the shadows. Some speak up and say what's up, some don't. And that's okay, man. Like, everything is growth, and it's building a story. I try to look at the positive in things. Yeah, your trolls suck, but you got to have a bottom. If you got a top, you got to have a bottom. Can't have a bunch of successful people with a whole bunch of no hatred. You have to have that good, evil, no difference. So
Balance.
At the end of the day, I hope that when time comes and I look back, I go, damn, look at the footsteps that all these people created early on to literally build this thing that, I mean, it's being built. It's there, right? So we put some blocks in that thing, you know what I mean? And that's cool to know looking back.
Part of it. Like, I didn't realize, I think it took 2022 to make me realize how much of a part of it I was. Like, I'd always wanted to, you know, everybody wants to be a part of something bigger. Everybody wants to, you know, make a difference. But it just, I didn't realize. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful as fuck for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think so this is my thing. If I started making money independently as an artist and I was making enough money that I was living comfortably, and I could say it at 35, if I was living comfortable enough to where I didn't have to really stress about the bills that I got now and I could live a little bit more than I was before, I would never change that, because at some point, if things start to become boring for you, you have to have your own time to say, you know what? I'm going to go back to a 9 to 5 for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and I don't want to owe nobody nothing. And if I lose all my followers, don't worry. I know where I got them, and I'll start back up when I'm ready. And if you got a problem with it, oh, well, because if you get locked into something like that, look, I get locked into going to work every day. I make it feel like a job too much. Guess what? Fuck yeah, I ain't doing it.
Most of the time, that's why, like at least on my end, I ain't got that many fucking followers, because I've never like put in like an ad for any kind of shit on mine.
Dude, when I quit doing ads is when I started getting followers.
See,
I quit trying to do ads and shit a few years ago, and it's like I don't know, it's wild. Shit's fucking wild.
So like I do like so many different things like within music and shit. Like
your music is your ad, your beats.
And that's what I've learned, yes. And that's where you come up with
Sham could be on the thing making beats. Like, trust me, bro. Check this out. You could go live and you could say, look, I'm doing a live, I'm selling a beat for $20.
He's been starting to. He just bought this fucking shit. Like, he's been starting to. And I say the past week, because I got on there talking shit to him.
I've gotten like, I went live before, but it's always been like on my phone and shit. Like, I just finally found.
Who cares where you go live at? Throw that Cash App up there, say $20 for the beat. I'm making it right now live. 10-minute beat challenge. I'll make a beat. You like it, you buy it. If not, I'll rap on it, or I'll get Stormie to rap on it.
It's $1 for at least, baby.
Well, but whatever, you know what I mean. Whatever. You don't have to go so hard on it though. You don't have to go so hard on it. You do a 10-minute beat challenge.
An NBA young boy, like, I mean, come on, pay me, baby.
No. You ever seen the 10-minute beat challenge where you take 10 minutes, you start from nothing. At 10-minute mark, you run a timer. Whatever you get at the end is what you got, and you sell that thing for $20. You just made $20 in 10 minutes. You ain't beating that. See, I'm looking. Wait till I get my welder, boy. I'll tell you what, it's going down.
Like which What artist is cool enough for me to like go live? Me or teach that to go live and be like, okay, this is how I make these non-singing motherfuckers sound like they can.
Oh man, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. That might ruffle your feathers to where nobody wants to work with you. They're a little worried you're gonna dog them.
Graphic
Look,
mode on
saying that
auto-tune,
when he
dude.
says non-singing shit, it just okay. So I really want to do a fucking horrorcore song so fucking bad, but Sham
No,
hates
you don't.
recording that shit. I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
You gonna mix it yourself? I ain't.
I'm gonna learn. That's how I'm gonna learn to like, cause I've been recording myself and shit. Actually, so the duet that I did with Jelly, I recorded that. What else did I record before that? A couple of these, so all the duets and shit that I've been doing, like
Yeah, no, you
before I met Sham, I would record on Pro Tools free, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, because I'm watching YouTube videos, all that shit, and I finally get in with other people who know, they know shit about something that I don't know nothing about, and I know shit about shit that they don't know nothing about. So, we brought all that shit together. And Sham is now to the point to where I have to record myself on my shit, and he'll be in the studio, and it's like, all right, dog, I'm in here when you need me. And I just feel like straight student type shit, because like he'll straight fucking student or teacher me out, whatever. Like, it's like he makes me do it on my own, but I like it. I learned that way. I don't want to ever think I know everything.
I don't want you to have to fucking rely on me forever, dog. Like that's
smart.
I got to do. Like sometimes I can't be in this bitch. And if you got to like, Shame, I'll be at the studio. This like, I swag, bitch. You don't on my computer. Roll up, do your thing.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like
not only that, sometimes you do your own thing, and he might like it better than the way you're supposed to do it.
Exactly, and that's why it.
My own twin brother went through this shit with me, so like, fuck that. Like, no.
But that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
We're learning.
I don't.
That's exactly why.
I never want somebody to be like just having to fucking rely on me forever. Like,
right.
Like that back end money and shit. Always like, of course that fucking works, but man, fuck that, dude. Like, I'd rather somebody like make. You teach a man to fish, they're gonna eat forever. You feed a man some fish, they're gonna eat for a day. Like, I'd rather teach somebody how to fucking fish. You know what I mean? And when it comes to like beats, like she know how to mix herself. She'll know how to make beats. So, like,
yeah, I don't want to necessarily learn how to make beats. I'm good with that. I don't. I love you too, Cassie.
And that's
I
not
love
so
your
much
hair.
just on
You
me.
make me
If
miss
she
my
don't
red
get beats from me, she can fucking get them from Rap or my dog Bank or like whoever the fuck. Fucking 30-30. She can get beats for whoever the fuck she wants to. Like, that's fine. But like by means of mixing and shit, fucking do it. Figure out how to do it on your own.
Well, I mean, I'm learning that because Pro Tools is definitely, different from FL Studio. Son of a Cinder Stormie opened for Jelly our first show. Is that right? Yeah. So Jelly Roll was the first artist I ever opened up for in 2015. I opened up for him from 2015 to 2018. I got put on Jelly Roll with the No Filter album. And I got put on No Filter like a year. No, I got put on No Filter, 2 years before I opened up for Jelly Roll. Like a little bit. It was August of 2013. I got put on No Filter. It was November 2nd. Either November 2nd. November 2nd of 2015 that I opened up for Jelly Roll.
See, that just goes to show people that's important. That goes to show that it don't matter who touches what you're doing. Like, it helps. What did you say? You could teach a man or you could catch a man a fish, but
feed a man some fish, they're gonna eat for one day. You teach them a fish, they'll eat for the rest of their life.
It's the same way. Like, if I need some wood or I'm trying to get some land, you could show me a forest. You could say, look, there it is, but I gotta chop the trees down. So Jelly Roll essentially showed you the forest, but you got to do the work, and that's what it seems like you did.
With all the drama that's going on right now, no one can ever take away the fact that was the first artist I ever opened up for.
Nope.
Ever take away the fact that he gave me advice while I'm sitting up there in Nashville at fucking Bad Apple Studios. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used that shit and I ran with it. And I have every right to pay my respects.
Mm-hmm.
How I feel about it. And I'm not going to apologize for saying I'm scared.
Right. I agree.
It is what
it's about time for me to get some food.
me too,
So
dog.
Why don't we play
Uh,
that? Why don't we play your PMS on the way out?
God damn.
3
don't make
fucking
out.
hours, dude. I
That's why
told you
I'm
we can
drunk.
talk.
Yeah, shout out your guys' channels. I'll play PMS, and then when it's over, I'll dipset.
I'm down
Shit.
with it.
Hey, does
So-
anybody hold on? Let's check the chat out real quick and see if anybody's got anything to say, and then I'll play it. And then you guys shout it out, then I'll play it. Let's see, because I left them out pretty solid the last couple times. Can't listen to that one without crying. Who knows though? They got their own conversations in here. Every time.
I've been looking like
Yeah, me too.
Picking like his ones. So I'm like, you know, it should
Well,
just
I've
be a
been
show. I'm
trying
gonna say shit.
to. I just
It's good to have that. I like that they have their own conversations. I like that they just chill and listen and interact when they want. I see them every now and then. I check. Oh,
Oh, thank you, British Bulldog.
yeah, that guy's in the
I know-
UK. He's in the UK. British.
My favorite wrestler. By the way, if y'all motherfuckers watch wrestling, hey, I'm a fan.
Corey Reeves. I know your name. Is that Infidel?
Monrilla, Outlaw Nation, baby.
Corey Reeves. Is that Dirt Road Infidel on TikTok? What's this down here? Been here listening all the time. What up, Monrilla?
Yo, you want to know my personal opinion? Your boy Dirty's got a song called King of the Jungle. In my opinion,
Dirty cool in a motherfucker. I didn't know.
bro, that song, in my opinion, is the hardest song that's ever been made.
Name Dirty, and I didn't know it was the same your boy Dirty that had like opened at a show with fucking myself, TJ, and Zilla Gorilla like fucking 2.5 years ago. I think it was like 2 years ago. I didn't know it was the same fucking guy, and then I figured out it was, and I'm like, no shit.
Mhm.
Like when I seen him fucking perform, like I'm like that guy was fucking dope, but the guy he came with was not dope, and I'm like, fucking, he needs to not fuck with him. And
Right.
I didn't even have to say that out loud. I guess he figured it the fuck out. Shit. Now he's doing songs with Hitman. That had the weed fucking went.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Your
Dog.
boy Dirty, that King of the Jungle.
Where you
Huh?
at? In
He's
Britain?
in the UK, Britain, yeah.
Woo!
Oh, that's why he's a British.
You're close, 425.
Yeah, man, this dude's been following me for a while. I was like, that's so cool to know I got somebody that watches me in another country. That's dope.
I'm gonna call them
Dude,
motherfuckers.
I've had
I'm
a lot of
gonna call them
people.
the David Boys.
The
all right?
UK and Australia have
Mhm.
some fucking dope people, and like you would think they'd be so different from us, but they're not, and it's cool as fuck. I wanna
No,
go-
we didn't skip. We didn't get off our estimated drop date. We extended our album. We kept it running for another hour and a half, probably.
I see
the
Ron Redler
estimated
in her
drop
shit.
date
There you
for
go.
Yeah,
that-
on the no, we were supposed to be getting off. He's talking about we were gonna get offline earlier. We were gonna end this earlier, and then we ran it
hour-
extended.
Talking about PMS.
Yeah.
Estimated drop date for PMS is fucking considering we just
Oh
read it
yeah.
soon.
Yeah, you're right.
Fucking
You're right. Now that I
Uh,
think about it.
shit. Next song that we got scheduled to drop is one called "Ducked Off on a Dirt Road."
Wait, Sham, no, we took the cover art for it because I had a tampon in a beer bottle.
Yeah,
We
okay,
can
yeah. The
go
cover
ahead.
art, she kicked me in the nuts, and I was like, "Spit beer out." Like it was great.
I
But
can go ahead and have that. I'm just gonna drop PMS
that
like
shit.
within the next week. I'm not even gonna do like any type of promo type shit with it. I'll keep that for everything else. And the PMS, I'm just gonna go ahead because I got the cover art for it. We're just gonna drop it.
That shit. That watch. Jill, watch.
That's dope. I think it'll run. I think it'll run regardless because it's that type of track.
That shit funny as fuck, dog. That's what.
It's
Bro.
hilarious.
Yeah, shout out your channels and I'll play it again and we'll get out of here.
So anywhere on I don't give a fuck if it's Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, TikTok. Search Stormie Leigh. I am Stormie Leigh. Like if you go to Facebook, type in I am Stormie Leigh. Most of the time, if you type in Stormie Leigh, it pops up. Type in I am Stormie Leigh, it pops right up. You can go to stormieleigh.com. I got merch. I make all my merch myself. Hey, baby, I got BBL sweatshirts, hoodies, whatever the fuck. Bad bitch language. If you ain't speaking bad bitch language, I'm sorry for you. I think that's about it that I got for myself. Shamu the Panda.
Yo, that was the best one I've had yet. Go ahead.
That was
Everybody
it,
said-
really?
Most people say, yeah, you give it. All right, have a good. I'm like, nah, what?
You know what? I'm
Yeah.
like that on the restaurant industry because I've been slinging drinks for a long time, and you got to sell that shit sometimes.
Menu
So,
reader, yeah. Oh, yeah, we got steak, potatoes, eggs. Yeah, we got all that today. Yeah.
yeah.
All right, go ahead, Sham.
Take your tips. When you live off tips, you learn how to get good.
I was about to say, if I felt like I had a set of titties, I might have been able to work in that shit. But
Yeah, I got nothing to do with it.
I usually wash dishes, and I did work in the the back of McDonald's for like fucking 3 months. But anyway,
Yeah.
Everything you can find me on by means of social media, Instagram, Facebook, like whatever else, is going to be at Shamu Drum Dummy, ShamuDrumDummie. That's all my social media. But by means of like finding me on Spotify, whatever else, at Shamu the Panda, SHAMU space THE space PANDA. Like, make sure you type it in just like that, and you'll find my ass everywhere. Or you just type in Shamu the Panda, you'll find my ass regardless. I'm gonna be on that son of a bitch. Matter of fact, if you type in TJ Freak, you'll probably find me. If you type in Stormie Leigh, you'll fucking find me. If you type in Sam Rock, you'll fucking find me. If you type in Drum Dummy, you'll fucking find me. I'm gonna be on that bitch. God damn it. Does that work?
Yeah.
No, really. We got y'all 6 and Cam Crab. Appreciate it. Keep it real. Giving it that chill. Dude, thank you. Appreciate the love.
No, Riddle said, shit. He was trying to get a beat in or some shit. Like, if you say
What's up,
that
Doug?
shit, like, and I haven't seen him.
I like that he capitalized it. You know, we need to start doing that.
Shamu. I didn't even know he capitalized the M. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's dope. That is dope.
There's a lot of people that say my name like that, not even trying. But if you say like collabs and shit that I ain't got to, I'm sorry. I swear to God, I'm not purposely fucking dodging. I ain't rich.
All right, Sham sold his too. My mom said, sell it, girl.
Hey.
All right, I'm gonna run
Run MS and we get the hell up out of here, dog. It's all good. Hey,
My bad. It's been 3 hours. We said 1 hour. I'm
I've had a
sorry.
good
I do
time.
You're all right.
Great job.
You're all right. Hey, chat. I appreciate all you guys mods. Anybody that was modding up in there, I appreciate it. They were pretty good in here tonight. We had a solid crowd. I think it did good. I appreciate everybody that stuck around this whole time.
I looked at the comments, but I didn't really because I'm getting blind in my older days.
I'm blind as shit. I got glasses. I need to.
My older levels.
So check this out. I'm gonna run PMS. We're out of here. Everybody have a great weekend. Happy Friday. Much love. There we go.
Oh, I know good and damn well that I ain't go to work for my house to feel like hell when I get home. When the fuck you touch that AC, bitch? If you chilly, go get you a blanket.
Wait, what? Who the fuck you talking to? I ain't seen no money and the power bill's overdue. And if you ain't noticed, the lights ain't on either. I had to throw everything we had out the freezer.
God forbid you go without your piece of rolls or your nuggets. Guess we eating ramen noodles for supper again. Yeah, I remember giving you my card and a pen. Now we both with it, but I see you got your toes did.
Bitch, I could've made it something if I had my garden. But your drunk ass come in at 4 in the morning. Pissing on my peppers, sleeping on my strawberries. Your fat ass is too heavy for my little ass to carry.
See, why you bringing up old shit? And what the fuck that got to do with my natty feeling like warm piss? And since we talking about somebody getting passive, what about when I drug you out the neighbor's cow pasture?
Oh shit, that was just last week. You must have forgot, cause of how much you drink. See, I've been keeping tabs since you acting the same. It wasn't cows that you thought that you seen, it was donkeys. Jackasses like the jackass talk. I'm fucking sick of yo he howl. I'm out to Amber hurt your shit if you keep on talk. Time to sober up, bitch, drinking some coffee.
Bitch, why don't you make me a Uber Eats order? Cause we ain't got no running water. And you sick of me when I'm sick of this trailer smelling like blunts and body odor. Since October, you bum ass heifer, and you can pull that Amber Heard if you wish. But I just wish you looked as good as that bitch. I'd rather have a rich hoe take a shit on my pillows and on my covers than to listen to a nagging ass musty motherfucker.
Nagging? Probably. Musty? Bitch, when the last time you seen a deodorant stick? Matter of fact, when the last time you see your dick? How the fuck a grown man get so thick? Can't even see a trunk to your baby elephant. Matter of fact, try and touch your feet. I bet your ass catch a cramp before your ass can reach. But I bet you do this shit before you wash your ass and brush your teeth. You ugly bitch.
Give that shit a rest. And when the last time you seen a tuba Chris?
No, bitch, that's your breath.
This is your breast, cause you a walking fucking miss, dumbass hoe. So what the fuck you say about the bill, bitch? Cause I know for a goddamn show I gave you this motherfucking short.
Fucking mouth. How you ain't
You straight
What
out.
the hell do you think you talking?
Bitch, I swear for fucking God, bitch, you just like your motherfucking mom. Bitch, I pull my breath in your
Like,
Yeah.
shit.
I like that, man. I like that, man. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming up. For
We
real.
you dog.
We appreciate the show because I don't think we had an actual release date for that, but since we leaked it on this one, I feel like that's probably gonna come out a little sooner than we thought.
Hey, and you're more than welcome to clip.
Wow, I'm sorry.
Hey, you're more than welcome to clip anything in the video and use it any way you want. You can take any of the part of it with the music, wherever you want. It's all you.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Fucking
yeah.
right. I've really enjoyed this. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and you're welcome here anytime, man. You got something that you're putting out or you're doing something and you want to promote it, let me know, and I got you.
Hell yeah, dog.
Absolutely.
Same. You know, if we can do anything, me or or Sham, don't be shy to either one of us.
Yeah, sure.
Definitely.
Plug one more time. I do got the album TJ Freak coming out soon. The Wonder Twin shit. Matter of fact, holler at TJ Freak and get him on the interview. That's a fun motherfucker to talk to.
Yeah, or just I'm on Instagram. You know what I mean? Maybe tag me in something that he's in. That way I know that I'm reaching out to the right one.
Eating the shit. He was the one that hosted it.
Yeah. Well, so I know we're on YouTube and I see you more on Instagram. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Like, I know we're friends, but do you get on there often?
No.
You like me?
Okay.
Do I get on Facebook often? No. Instagram, I just go there and it's easier and it's not political so much.
Well, the only reason why I say because like every Sunday we do like the Heat with the Freak thing, and I was going to say this coming Sunday when we do it.
Oh, I'll do stuff like that. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, because we don't really bring people on. We've got a few different camera angles and shit.
Yeah.
But we can, shout you out and you kind of see what it is or whatever the fuck, and then on the Instagram and all that shit, we'll bring you over.
Check it out for sure. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, that's what's up.
Well, hell yeah, love, baby.
Yeah, much love. You guys have a great night.
Peace.
Yep. See it. All right, that was that. That was Stormie Leigh and Shamu the Panda. Hopefully, you guys go check them out. Give them some time. You know what I mean? Look, music is all about interpret the way you look at it, the way you understand it. Hey, and if you guys want, look, go run around and check different music out from different pockets of people. You might not like one song they make, but you might like everything else they make, and you're never gonna know by saying, "Oh no, that sounds horrible." So go run it up. I mean, what do you got to lose? It's music. So go check that out. Much love, y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you. I mean, it's been 3 hours. So the ones that toughed it out and wrote out this whole time, thank you, mods. Thank you. Outdoor Matt, Britt Sadie, she's been in here the whole time. I seen her. Corey Rivas, he's been in here. Or she, my bad. Outdoor Matt. British Bulldog. Shout out to British Bulldog. Scotty. Skip. Shout out to Skip. T-Rev. Shout out to T-Rev. I appreciate you, dog. I seen you. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Have a good weekend. Have a good night. Be nice to one another.